What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric. Welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we broadcast live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and possibly the multiverse. And we may make a trip in there tonight to check out the multiverse, possibly because it's been about 10 years since we've been in there, Todd. But you know the drill. If you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But we do have something to give away tonight. Do it for extra people, don't we?
We do. Yes.
Live, Todd. Yes. Okay.
Yep,
we're back. We're gonna do that again.
I'm keeping a key to give away to people and comment in the video afterwards. Yep.
That's right. So you can win something afterwards if you don't make it live, and we will talk about that a little bit later. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my Canadian partner from the Northwest, the Canadian custodian and coordinator of this cacophony of a show, and my very own steely-eyed missile man. He's the bee's knees. What's up, Todd Jackson? How you doing, brother?
Diddly ho diddly. I'm doing excellent.
Are you? Are you doing
with
excellent?
A microphone in my face?
This is so weird.
This
is so weird. Yeah. So we're trying something new tonight. I don't know how we sound or how everything. I don't know how it sounds at all. But we're using like mod mics, man. No headphones. We're just using these little earbuds and mod mics. I don't have a microphone. Like my microphone is like in front of me. I feel weird not having it in front of me, man.
It feels weird. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, so we're trying
Hopefully
these.
We sound good. Everybody says we sound good. Sounds great. Sounds good. People are saying so.
Yeah, because we didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew. I've been testing them for the last week, and I did some recordings, like going back and forth between my Shure SM7B and this mic, and I listened to them back, and I'm like, man, they sound pretty good. But you never know exactly until you're actually doing something live. And then, you know, we got in here tonight, and I'm like, I had mine on just because I was thinking about doing it, and I had talked to the company. I told them I might do it. And then you happen to just have yours on, too. So we're like, screw it, let's just
use mine last week, too.
Yeah, I didn't even know you used
I don't think I
last
used
week.
the mic, though, last week. I used just the monitors last week.
Yeah, so
I'm using the whole thing.
So what we're using, guys, is everybody's probably heard of Antlion. Antlion makes great mod mics that you can just attach to like your headset, or or a set of headphones that didn't have a microphone on it. Especially if you're going to stream, or if you're using a headset that doesn't have a great microphone. Antlion was like the way to go. Well, they've made two new headsets. They've made the Antlion Chimera Solo, which Todd is wearing, and they made the Antlion Chimera Duo, which is what I'm wearing. And basically, it's earbuds, and then this little mod mic. This thing is tiny, Todd, compared to the other mod mic too.
It is super tiny. I don't have my other one out here. I'd show you the difference. Maybe I'll find it later. But yeah, it is.
But they're pretty
super
cool.
Thin. And yeah, it's kind of cool. And you hardly even feel that they're on. Like, it's weird.
Yeah,
weird.
D, how do we sound? Do we sound good?
Why you gotta spring me in like that, dude?
I love being back in Restream
at all.
No, this is fun. I love being back in Restream.
I know he's got the control. I'm sorry, D.
Just like you, I'm getting older, and a blast to the ticker like that is not good for D. All right.
See, I just have all kinds of control now. It's the Mash and D show. Bye, Todd. We got all kinds.
No, I don't like that at all. This is so much better.
No, come on. This is the best thing ever. And then we can I can do all kinds of cool stuff where we can say, hi, D. How's everyone? What are we doing today? And then we can spotlight D. Everybody say hello to our favorite person to run the wheel, Chinatown D.
Everyone's excited in chat.
Oh, yeah. I like this, Todd. This is fun.
I don't like you having control. Quit fucking touching stuff.
All right, I swear. I'll stop. Todd is back in control. I'll leave him there. So yeah, so if you guys haven't recognized, we are back in Restream. We're going to stay in Restream, I think, for a while, just because we were having some issues, and we were ready to basically, I don't know, just bag it completely in when we had some issues with shows stopping and losing the stream in the middle, and that pretty much will never happen with Restream. And even if Todd's computer completely dies and he loses power, as long as one of us is still on, we'll still be live. So, welcome to Restream, man. Welcome to Restream. I like it.
Yep. I got our little background in there, so it's the square or the little octagon thingies or whatever the hell those are called. So
Yeah,
it's kind of reminiscent of the OBS days.
it is. It still looks good. That's the whole thing. That's the one reason why we kind of left it, is because OBS, it looked a little bit nicer and production value was a little bit higher. But I think you kind of worked it out now where it looks really good. But yeah, I'm digging the
It
mod
should be
mic,
good.
man, but it feels weird. It just feels weird
It does-
not wearing
it
a
does
big
feel weird.
headset.
And it sounds weird.
It sounds
My I normally you hear your voice in a set of headphones. Now I hear my voice inside my head.
Well,
It's
think
a
about
very
if you've.
weird
I
sound.
mean, everybody's wearing earbuds. Think about wearing earbuds and then talking while you're wearing earbuds. You hear yourself inside your head. You
It's
know what you
weird.
don't want? You don't want to hear me inside your head. If you start
Yeah.
hearing me inside your head, D, you got major issues. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, but let's get into it and say hello to our chat, because it's building quickly here, and we'd love to see it. And I want to definitely say hi to everybody. So you ready to do this? Let's say hello to Bacardi B is here. What is happening? Alakazam says Quest 3 hype. We're going to talk some Quest 3 later. Echo into the Future is here. VR Spry Guy Chris 9989. Kubo 92. Mr. Tasselhoff is here. What is up, Tass? How are you doing? PDX VR. Brannon VR. Michelle B. Kyle, you know who else likes Kitchings? You know who else likes Kitchings, Todd?
My mom.
Yes, she does.
She does.
A new name I don't think I've seen before. Araneth.
I hope we're not screwing that up.
Yeah, Araneth.
Knowing who's saying it right now? Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
Of course,
definitely
I'm screwing it
screwing
up in some way.
It's probably spelled like B-O-B. I'm trying to find it.
It's Ahronith. It's a cool name. It looks like
Oh, yeah.
Araneth.
Cool.
Araneth. Okay. Fourth Wall Breaker is here. Alakazam, I think I said. Whiny Witch is here. What is going on? We have a Mickey Burr sighting. Mickey Burr has basically been dropping keys everywhere lately. In the last 2
Crazy,
days,
man.
he has just been dropping like dozens of keys for games all over the place. He's like freaking Santa Claus, man. He's like the VR Santa Claus, Mickey Burr. What is up, man? Thanks for coming by. Destiny 11 is here. VR Spry Guy says the groundhog can suck it. He give us a little suck it, like a little WW. There you go, suck it. There it is.
I got
Let's
two
see.
words for you.
Heck yeah. Let's see who else we got here. Techno Glitch is in the house. What is up, Glitch? We've got Echo into the Future. What is going on? Bearable Man is here. What is up, dude? How are you doing? Hope you're feeling better. Wolveraza is here. He says, "Sup, y'all? Yay show! Hell yeah, yay show! Back to our normal a little bit. Just the three of us, which I kind of like. I mean, I love when we have guests, but it's nice just to be a normal a little bit, right, Todd?
Yeah, I totally agree. Just kind of get back into some relaxed podcasting.
Heck
No
yeah.
stress.
We have Obscure Nerd is here. What is up, Andy? How you doing, yo? And Todd, you know who else is here?
I don't
Orland
know who's
Hooper.
here.
Orland Hooper's here, yo. Orland Hooper's jacked, yo. Damn it, that sounds so good. Oh, that was so good. That's Tass's cut, I think, right?
It is.
That
Yep.
sent
He
to you?
cut it during the show and then sent it to me.
Heck yeah, he did. Heck yeah, he did. Let's see who else we got. Mind Jive is here. Daniel Cass. Sim is here. Bry Cub is here. I think we played some. Did we play Walkabout with Bry Cub last week, D? On Saturday? That was Bry Cub that was with us, right?
Shoot.
I thought it
I'm
was.
so sleep deprived.
I know, right? I think it was.
I think it was. I think I saw them on your stream. Yeah.
Heather Smith is here. Big W88. That is Will from Real Optics. What is up, man? How are you doing? Chatty is here. Creeper Betty is here. What is up, Betty?
I'm going to be doing a
Genesis.
big review for Real Optics in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. Some exciting stuff I'm going to be opening up.
Hell yeah. It's been too long since we've had them in here, too. We should have them back in to hang out and talk. Let's see. Genesee Qua is here. Whiny Witch says loud and clear. The mic's must be sounding good, so I'm starting to catch up to that part of the chat now. Chris9989, Obscure Nerd VR. Andy says, love my mod mic. Was curious about this new one. SM7B will always reign supreme in overall quality, though. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do this every night, but you guys know how many times have I done shows on the road or I'm wearing that big mic with the big headset with the boom mic that's
Giant boom
connected
mic.
to it. It just sounds terrible. It's not good. And number one, it's huge. I have to bring that whole headset with me. And whenever you're going somewhere, you're always tight with space. This literally, at what I'm wearing, folds down into this. That's how big it is when it's done. It's a long cord. It's a really long cord, and it comes with a couple different ways to plug it in. I actually had this plugged into my PlayStation 5 because it does come with two 3.5 millimeter jacks, one for your mic and one for your headphones. But it comes with a adapter that you can plug it into that comes into one single 3.5 millimeter that you can plug into like your PlayStation 5 controller, so you can listen to it that way. And I tried it when I was testing them the other day, and they sound fantastic. Yeah,
one of these little guys. Yep.
And I noticed, Todd, I was listening to the music on the intro, and it sounds really good. It sounds better than my voice sounds inside.
Yeah, that's true. The music did sound good. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Let's see what else here. Let's finish this up. Dark Angel is here. What is going on, Dark Angel? How are you doing? The Sept is here. Bearable Man, I said. Michelle Dillon is here. What is going on, Michelle Dillon? Michelle Dillon put some cool pictures. She put some of her Vegas pictures on Facebook today. Finally. Rob Perry is here. Bacardi B. Hussein X is here. Mind Jive. Creeper Betty.
Space Citizen.
What is up, Void?
Je ne sais quoi has popped in.
Excellent. Awesome, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. If we missed you and I missed you, I apologize. We'll make it up to you later. I promise. We'll give free keys to Monkey See, Monkey Doodoo to everybody that's here tonight.
You're such a nice guy.
Or any other free game that you can get.
Yeah.
you can have a copy of every free game that you can get on SideQuest or the Quest Store or App Lab.
Just because we're that nice. That's right.
Hey, we're givers. We're givers, Todd.
We're not just giving away free games. We're giving away other games.
Yeah, go through it, man. You take over.
We're gonna give a key to Cave Digger 2, Dig Harder. If you ever played Cave Digger 1,
Dig Harder.
This is such a better game than Cave Digger 1. There's so much to do. The multiplayer is awesome.
This is going to be a PlayStation VR 2 title, I think I saw.
Yeah,
too, by the way.
Is. Yeah. We're also giving away a key to Wandering in Space on Steam for all you PSVR players out there. And a key to Jupiter and Mars for the Quest. That's the Dolphin Adventure.
It's a good game. It's a really good. It's like Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, exactly. And Olly Power Play.
What's the Olly Power Play? I know we've had the key in there for a while, and I've seen it in there, but I've never played it. What is that?
I didn't get to do a review on it. I should have, but I didn't do one. It's definitely a kids game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like.
It sounds like a hockey game to me. Is it a hockey game?
No, not at all. Okay. No.
So it's not
Olly
like
is a deer, and it's like a carnival kind of a game.
Oh, it sounds like it's right up my alley.
You should totally play it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll put it in your calendar.
I should live stream it.
You should, yeah. It's got a huge following.
So if I don't know if anybody saw in the Discord the other day, I had gotten an email from a developer, and I put it up in Discord because I wanted to show that we must be a super popular show that everybody watches, because the fucking people at What the Bat want to send me another goddamn key, Todd. They sent me an email and said, "Hey, Q2C VR gamer, would you like a key to What the Bat for PSVR 2?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Are you shitting me? You want to give me another key just so I can go in that game and completely crap all over it all the way again? Like, why would you do that? Like, do you not watch the show?" Crazy, right?
I told them, sure, give it to me. Let me.
I saw the email that you said. You sent me a message today. Said you'll never guess. They sent me an email too.
Yep.
See if we
wanted
the
sent
key.
me an email too.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to tell them, yeah, send me the key. I'll give it to somebody. I'll give it to somebody who wants to play it. I mean, I don't know who would want to play that piece of shit game, but I'm going to make Wes and Roots play it. By the way, I think I saw Wes in chat too. Wes, if you're,
he is in chat.
He said I think he was saying a cross multi-platformer for that Cave Digger 2 game, which is pretty damn cool, man.
Yeah.
But Virtual Strangers, I'm going to get a key for this game, and you and Roots have to play it. We are going to go back to the old days of Because I Said So. So if you guys are Virtual Strangers fans from way back, fans from way back, like if you like went like I did when I first started watching Virtual Strangers, and I went back and I binged every episode that I had missed before I had found them. They used to do a segment called Because I Said So. And basically it was them saying to another member of the show, you're going to go play this game and you have to this week between now and next week's show because I told you have to play it. And you could either make them go play a big shitter or you could make them go play a game that you think they would love but they just didn't play.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it was a cool segment. So a lot of times you were playing stuff that maybe you wouldn't have played, but maybe somebody had thought you would have really liked. Like I never remember Roots making Wes play something that he thought he would really like, and Wes was just like he had never played it, and Roots was like, I'm gonna make you play this game, or something like that. But we should do that. We're gonna go back to that again. I'm gonna make Wes and Roots play What the Bat.
Yeah, especially Roots. I gotta hear what he says about that. Oh my god.
They've had access to it. Like when I got the key for it, I put it in our shared account, man.
Yep.
Wes says Roots might retire if you make him play What the Bat.
Exactly.
Freaking Roots is on the edge as it is now. I barely get him out of World of Warcraft for 10 minutes.
This is gonna push him over, man.
Dude, if I make him play What the Bat, oh, that would be ugly. That would be ugly. But I thought it was funny that they want to give us keys. I mean, I don't know. Does nobody watch this show? I mean, ever? I mean, holy crap, dude.
And I think the email even said, it's obviously a form letter, but it said like, we watch your content and we'd like you to review the game. And I'm like,
they even put in there upload game of the year.
Yeah.
They're like touting it like, oh, hey, we were upload game of the year, so you should definitely come play it.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
100%. Oh man, too funny. Well, we got lots of stuff to talk about tonight, Todd. But yeah, we're going to give away those keys: Cave Digger 2, Wandering in Space, Jupiter Mars, Olly Power Play. What are we giving away to the people who watch afterwards that they can comment?
We're going to do Wandering in Space to the people to do afterwards.
Another one?
No,
or part of this list? Space. I got you.
Yeah, we'll do the one from this list.
I got you. Cool. Let's do that. I like it. That's a good idea. Let's pop another game on here though. So we have 3 to give away. We have 4 to give away to the chat here tonight.
All right,
we'll do that. Yeah, just think of
grab another quest
between. Yeah, between now and then we'll grab one more quest key and we'll give the Steam key away in chat. So afterwards, guys, anybody in chat now or anybody watching later, if you want to win a key to Wandering in Space, which Dee said that she won a key to this game on the 2022 show, Virtual Strangers 2022 show, she actually won a key to Wandering in Space.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a really cool game. But if you want to win a key for Wandering in Space, not now, not in this chat, but in the comment section of the video afterwards, you can just comment Wandering in Space or hi or your name or whatever. Anybody who comments anything will automatically be entered to win, and we'll draw the winner from that next week, and you can win Wandering in Space. And then we'll give another key away tonight. Todd will kind of like just look through our list now and take a look. All right, guys, let's get into some stuff here, Todd. Let's get into Meta changing their bundle for the Quest 2. So, for the last little bit now, we've been Quest 2 bundled with Beat Saber, the epic award-winning rocket ship of a game that I absolutely love, Beat Saber. Bundling that shitter in there with a really, really good one though in Resident Evil 4. So that's a great bundle though, right? I mean, as much as I give Beat Saber a hard time, if you're getting, that's 2 great games to come out of the box with if you're getting, a Quest 2 for the first time. But that's not happening anymore now, right?
Nope. They've changed it up. So now they're giving away what? Golf Plus?
And Space Pirate Arena.
This is a weird one, dude.
Pirate Arena. That is a weird. I said that the other day on our Patreon show. We were talking about it, and I was like, "That's just a weird bundle."
It is. It's super weird. It's. What were we gonna say, D?
No, I was just gonna say I still play that game every once in a while.
Space Pirate Trainer? Do you?
Oh yeah,
it's a good game. And yeah, I mean it's a good game, but I mean it's such an old game now, and you went from 2 huge games to 2.
Not so much.
And I shouldn't even say that because Golf Plus is an excellent game. But the problem is with Golf Plus is you're only getting people who would like golf. So if you don't like golf, you're not going to like Golf Plus. So you wouldn't care.
You kind of get that with every game, though, right? If you don't like shooters, you're not going to play the shooter game,
right?
Like
and that's probably why they're switching it up, so they can, make it appealing to now it's slightly the sport crowd and the shoot 'em kind of.
Like to me, you would have been better off doing like Sports Scramble and I don't know, Crashland. You know what I mean? Something like that, where it's two opposite games. I said that because I saw you said you've been playing a lot of Crashland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, give me two. Like, if you're gonna give me one like older title, like Space Pirate Trainer, which is definitely an older title. Don't go super niche with a sports game that's just golf. Give me like Sports Scramble all the way together. You know what I mean? Or give me golf and then something else. Give me Golf Plus and then something else. It just seems like you went from two bangers. Okay, well, not one of my bangers, but you know who loves
most popular VR game ever.
You know who loves multiple bangers?
My mom.
No, she does.
He's like, stop doing this, please.
Oh no,
never.
So yeah, I mean, it's just a weird. I mean, I'm glad they're still putting games in the bundle, right? Like, I thought they might just end it and just go back to being the vanilla deal, regular price. But at least
I don't think they can anymore with everyone else's headsets coming out now. Pico's bundling shit like crazy. HTC's bundling 5 games if you pre-order. It'd be silly for Meta to just offer a headset with no games.
Oh, there's a good one. Do Sports Scramble and Mother Gunship Forge.
That's definitely 2 diabolically different games.
Seriously. Well, I was just thinking in my head, like, why are they doing Space Pirate Trainer? Now, I kind of get Space Pirate Trainer because it's a stationary game. Motion sickness is very minimal in that game. So if you're getting somebody in a headset for the first time, a new owner of a headset, I get Space Pirate Trainer because there's no movement in that game. Everything is coming at you. You're stationary.
There's some dodging and stuff, but you don't have to move around. No teleportation, nothing like that. So,
but you could put Mother Gunship Forge in there. That's basically the same game, just a newer update. And
It's not
better to me. I mean, it's got so much more into it. Except for the fact that I can't run the Steam version for some reason when I'm streaming. But it just hates me, Todd. I went to stream it on Saturday night, Mother Gunship Forge. Me and D got in there, and we were just ready to have a freaking great time. Like, and what happens is, as soon as the game starts, like I'm in the lobby, it's fine. As soon as the game starts, it must lag so badly it shuts my stream down. So twice I had my stream going, started the stream, boom, it completely shut the stream down. I had to restart the whole thing. I get into it again. We're fine in the lobby. We get into the game, shuts me down again.
Yeah,
that's where I think you need a stream machine because you stream games so much.
Yeah, but I started right back.
Shut down.
I started right back up and went to After the Fall, which is a much more graphically intense game on Steam, and it ran fine. I had no issues the whole night. You know what I mean?
You got to get that figured out.
And then we did Walkabout Mini Golf.
Freaking amazing, and
you
got to stream it, dude.
Yeah, I could run it.
Good, so.
I could run it. Is it a Rift version too? Is it cross buy? When you buy the Quest version, is there a Rift version, or it's just a Steam version and a
no?
Steam
version separate. No.
Let me check my Oculus app.
Because because we were gonna stream it that one night, and I only had the Quest version, and you're like, wasn't happening.
Nope, it is
not right. It's not. Yeah, that's a weird thing, right? Like, why would you do that?
That is weird. Yeah. Nope, it's not even on the store.
Mickey Burr says, Todd, check your Discord DM, dude. Ernie Witten is here. What is up, Ernie? How you doing, man? Ernie says, just chilling here in NL Canada. What's NL? Oh, where's NL? NL Canada, Todd?
Chilling here in NL Canada. Newfoundland, probably.
Oh, he's a newfie. That's right. That's Ernie Witten is Krista Lee's husband, right?
Oh, that's right.
Or,
they're in Newfoundland.
Significant other. What is going on, Ernie? Welcome back to the show, man. He says it's minus 15 degrees Celsius there. So for us all dumb Americans, what is minus 15 degrees in Fahrenheit? Because I have no idea.
About 30 something.
Ah, that's balmy, dude. 30 degrees?
Balmy.
It's going to be minus 55 here this weekend.
Oh, I lied. Minus 15 Celsius is 5 Fahrenheit.
Okay, that's cold. That's like your balls freezing to the seat of your car cold. Oh man, yeah, that's cold.
It's minus 13 Fahrenheit here.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold, dude. What is Wolf Rouse says Robo Recall would be a good starter game. Yeah, another good one because it's node based. It's like a node based teleportation or a teleportation based thing. So there's really no motion sickness in there. Unless you do the mod, Todd, they do actually have a mod for Robo Recall where you can actually have free movement, which is cool.
They do, and they still update that game too, which is good.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Just wanted to give this a shout. We got our good friend Mickey Burr has just donated another key that we will add to the comment section of the video. Once our live stream has gone off the air, you can comment on the video, and we have another key for Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. This one is
Hell
the
yeah,
Steam
man.
key.
Hell yeah,
Santa
man. That's
Mickey.
awesome. Santa Mickey Burr is, I'm telling you, he's making it
Mickey.
rain. He's making it rain.
Mickey.
He's like this, keys. He's like this.
I love it.
Awesome, man.
And Alex VR
Good job,
sighting in
Mickey.
chat. Hey,
Hey,
Alex.
what's up, dude? I miss that. I haven't talked to Alex. It feels like I haven't talked to Alex since
know,
like
right?
CES, man. But I mean, we've done a couple shows together since then. But it does feel like that long, man. I miss you, dude. I miss hanging out with you, and we need to hang out and do something soon. Maybe
You
some
gotta get into
Neo.
Neos.
Neo? Yeah, I would do it. Hey, find me some time, Todd. I just want some time. Yeah. All right, let's move on to another topic. Unless you had anything else you wanted to say about that bundle. All right, let's do this real quick. If you could make a bundle real quick off the top of your head, D, you go first.
Mine.
Make a
No,
bundle
no.
that you think
No,
would
don't
be
put me
really good. Okay, have Todd go first.
Yeah, Todd, go first. Yeah.
What do
If I
you-
had
what
to do
if
a
you-
bundle?
Yeah, and don't go like crazy, like two like huge games. Like I mean, just give me two good games that you would put in a bundle.
I would do Synth Riders,
Excellent.
Shadowgate.
Wow, that is a great answer. Two great games, vastly different games.
Yep.
You get another rhythm music based game, and then you get a freaking killer game.
Adventure killer
puzzle,
game, yeah.
Dungeon crawler, magic based.
I love Synth
sorcery
or,
dragon
Shadowgate.
game and
Love it,
Shadowgate. Hell yeah, so good, dude.
That would be my bundle.
That's a really good one. D.
The first one that comes to mind that may appeal to the masses, Tetris.
Tetris
Tetris
Effect.
Effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, that's a
People
really
know
good one.
Tetris.
That's
So
true.
Yeah.
why not? It's
Chris
game two,
9980 says solid bundle walkabout super hot. Super hot's so freaking old. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
don't know, man.
walkabout's great. I mean, Jesus, I don't know. You could.
I agree with
that.
Walkabout.
That would be a great one. What was your second one, D? If you put
I
Tetris
didn't have a
Effect and-
second one.
I think
Fair enough.
Alakazam has just been
One
banned
bundle.
from the channel, so if someone wants to take care of that for me, yeah. He said he would
what
do
the bat and Beat
and
Saber.
Beat
Holy
Saber.
crap! Talk about something that would make you just throw your headset in the ground as soon as you bought it and you open that up. Well, give me what the bat. If you were new to VR and you got your headset and you I got two new games I can play. One of them's Game of the Year for 2022, and you get in there and it's What the Bat, and you're like, what in the crap is this? You're like, I'm going back to like God of War Ragnarok, dude. I'm not playing What the Bat.
That's true.
How about
Walkabout
Cosmo
and
Dread? How about
Oh,
Cosmo
let's do it.
Dread for a horror game? As a package game. Cosmo Dread and Swarm.
I don't know if horror games is a good bundle. That's a
Hell
pretty
yeah,
niche
man.
market.
Screw that.
Right.
Most of
Scare the
these
shit
people
out
are
of some
buying the
people.
Quest so that their kids will play it. You're gonna give them all heart
Scare it.
attacks. themselves.
Scare some of those little pissers. I got no problem with that. Little freaking creepy.
Turbo
kids,
92 is
man.
Walkabout and Moss. That's a good. I like that one.
You know how much I love kids when I go to knock and I have some kid freaking like you suck, dude, kicking my ass, and I'm
You
like,
suck, old man.
I'm gonna go
How does
date
he
your
know?
mom.
Oh, damn.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. What about you guys in chat? Well, if you could make your own bundle, to make it where it would be like, maybe Pop One. How about Pop One? And
Tetris.
yeah, I like.
You
Pop
got your
1 and
shooter,
Tetris.
and
Yeah.
you got the.
Definitely different.
Huh.
ends
How
of
about
spectrum,
Pop?
yeah.
Here. You want to sell a ton of headsets? Go Pop One and Zenith. I mean, that's probably too big.
They're pretty
Too
close
big
to
of two
type
games.
game though, right? Yeah.
But one's a shooter, one's an MMO, man. If you wanted to show people what really VR can be, holy crap,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Zenith on a bundle would be cool. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If they marketed that right. Walkabout and Down the Rabbit Hole. Oh, those are good. Down the Rabbit Hole is a great game. Great
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
I gotta
Job
put that
Simulator
down.
and Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip's a good one.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. That's another good one. I could see that happening soon, man. Couldn't you see, especially with part 2, Retribution being out now, can't you see them putting, at some point here, putting Walking Dead Saints and Sinners in a bundle for the headset?
Yeah, totally. I'm surprised I haven't seen a bundle on the Meta Store for both the Walking Dead products together. I'm surprised I haven't seen that yet.
Let's ask this question too, because we're gonna talk about the Quest 3 here in a minute. Would you guys prefer the Quest 3? Now it's tough for you guys because you've probably got most of these games. But would you prefer the Quest 3 to be the cheapest possible price it could be? Or would you rather see it with a bundle with a game? So when the Quest 3 comes out this fall, would you rather see it with Pop 1, with, Zenith? Or would you rather them just try and get the cheapest price possible?
Bundled. I think bundled would sell more units.
Yeah. Makes a little more sense, right?
To new
people.
Yeah.
For VR
Right.
veterans, it makes no difference or sense, really.
Right.
Yeah.
I think bundling it would be their only course of action, really. And like I said earlier, every headset that's coming out is bundling like crazy.
I remember when for a little while for Quest 2, if you bought when Quest 2 came out, if you bought a Quest 2, they give you Asgar's Wrath for free for the first, if you had bought it within the first 6 months. That is a killer game to get for free.
Exactly what Kubo said. Give a store credit,
Yeah, then you can pick whatever you want, right?
Pick what you want.
$30,
that would be
something like
cool.
that. I mean, you kind of get that anyway, didn't we? We did that with the the Oculus. If you refer somebody, you get $30 store credit, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that just became a nightmare on our Facebook group.
Oh my god, it's
more than anything else.
It's still one of our biggest videos. We got 25,000 views on a 3-minute video I did about referrals for member.
And you never showed a referral page or a link
it was
for
just, it was just idiot me talking in front of the camera telling you how to do it. Like the worst video I ever made.
Yeah, you actually told me to throw it out, and I said, "No, nope, putting it on YouTube."
It's just a throwaway video. Just get rid of it. It was supposed to be part of like a bigger package, and god damn, that video gets so many views. It still gets views. It's crazy. It's over a year old now. But yeah, I think what's everybody saying credit? Brandon says $69 store credit. Nice number, bro. $69 store credit. I'm with you, man. Let's get it. You know who else wants a 69 credit?
My mom.
Yep. She wants to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying?
She wants to pay it forward. That's right.
Cheaper for us, but new people bundle. Yeah, I mean, whatever if they could do, like, if you can show that you own a Quest 2, so like give a serial number or something like that of a current unit, you could get like a store credit, and if you don't, then you just get a pack-in game. Something like that. It would be cool. It'd be different.
It would be cool.
All right, let's talk about Quest 3 stuff, Todd, because we did have a kind of a report from Mark Zuckerberg because he did his call that he does with the shareholders of the company, and he basically came out and said that the Quest 3 that is coming later this year. He didn't name it the Quest 3. He said our next consumer headset that will be coming later in the year 2023 will
going to be called the Pico 5.
Right? Can you imagine that? Oh, we've rebranded. We're not Meta anymore. We're Pico.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did say that the Quest 3 will have color pass-through mixed reality, which is now called Meta Mixed Reality. They've claimed all mixed reality now, Todd.
That's right.
So, what do you think? Let me ask you this first. We kind of knew this already, right? Is this really news that it's going to have color pass-through?
I think the biggest news is the tech behind the color pass-through, which of course he doesn't talk about. But it's going to be true color pass-through, where the Quest Pro is black and white pass-through with color overlay. That's not going to happen with the Quest 3. So it's going to look immensely better than the Quest Pro.
Right, because they kind of cheat. So with the Quest Pro, they kind of cheat with the pass-through. So basically what they're using with the Quest Pro is they have two black and white cameras, and then they use the black and white cameras to give you the illusion of depth. You don't really have a depth sensor in the headset, but it gives you the illusion of depth. And then they use one color camera to basically
right in the middle,
throw a color overlay over your black and white image. By doing that, it fools you into thinking there's depth in the camera, and it does work because the difference between that and say the Pico 4, which doesn't have depth, is a big difference for me anyway. I think for you too, right?
It is, but I've been using the Pico more lately, and with their updates, like I just got another update early this week. The pass through is getting better.
Yeah, I did see that too.
It's all software depth, like you can tell that it's not real depth still, but the wobbliness and the jankiness is gone. Like it's way better than it was.
I need to get back into it too. It's probably been a few weeks, maybe probably 3 weeks or so. So I probably maybe I'll get into it this weekend. I can do some after the fall in there or something. I'll try and do that because it was better last time I was in there than when I originally opened the box, but it still wasn't good. And to
I would almost
me,
call it good. I used it this week and it was good. I was not. The Pro is to me still better.
Still better. That was my question.
Still better. Okay. Yeah, definitely better.
The Pro was hands down better for me between the two. And I don't really mind the Pro pass through. Like I wasn't. There was a lot of people who killed the Pro pass through. I mean, we've seen. I've gone roundabout with a few people on the Quest Pro and the pass through and how good it is. To me, it's definitely usable. The only thing I can't do. I have a tendency not to be able to read print really easy, but everything else, like I could function. Like I could walk around my entire house. I could make coffee. I could cook. I could do anything in that and be comfortable.
That's a great video. You should do that. I want to see you making macaroni and cheese with your Quest Pro on.
Just my Quest Pro, nothing else on.
Naked, just the Quest Pro.
And color pass through. Don't look down. Don't look down, man.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
That's gonna be the first thing you do.
You're gonna be like, no. Oh, I'm like, why isn't this black and white again? I need black and white.
Objects may appear smaller in the camera.
I need a bigger depth sensor, Todd. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I have a video dropping next week. I think it's dropping on Tuesday. I did a review for Zombies Noir that takes color pass through into effect and records my color pass through, so you see my whole setup in here, and it looks great. Like you can read everything on my walls. You can read all the boxes in the background. Like it looks fine. A piece of paper on my cell phone, I can't read.
And we played that one in black and white. We played it at PAX.
That's right.
So we did play it black and white, and still I haven't played it yet in the Pro. What do you think?
You got to watch my video, man. I had so much fun. I was cracking up the whole time. I love that game. The fact that how it makes your walls and stuff and turns them into doorways, and you can actually I have an actual hallway right here. You can kind of see it. I stuck a door right in the frame. And as I was doing the video, I could walk right out that door into the city that's inside of Zombies Noir, and the whole city is done in the game. It's not just what you see in the hole. Like if you poke your head out the hole, you see everything. I was blown away. It was so good.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely try. I'm watching the video, but I think I'm going to try it myself. I'm going to get in. I'm going to do some VR this. I'm going to do some VR this weekend. I have games that I want. Number one, I have games I need to get into. Check out, but I have games that I really want to go play, and I'm just gonna make some time this weekend. Like I have some videos I need to get done, but I'm gonna make some time. I'm gonna play this weekend because I really want to.
I did that at the beginning of this week. I just said, you know what, I just shit that I want to do. I'm just gonna do it. So I think I have 9 videos scheduled over the next week and a half of just shit that I wanted to play. That's it.
I have so many games on my Quest that I have not played, but I bought. I am not ending. Dee's saying it right now. Dee is not ending 2023 with an unplayed game on her Quest.
Ooh,
yeah, there we go. That's big words.
I remember when I first started with Virtual Strangers, we were doing this, or Wes and Roots were doing this, like, completion list. They were doing like a contest, like who can beat the most games, finish the most games, and they gave a point system. It didn't last. It lasted a few months, and then they're both noped out. Wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, it's just too hard, man. It's just too hard. But I would love to it would be cool just to get in and play every game that you have for 20 minutes in a weekend. You know what I mean? Just or half hour, 40 minutes, whatever you can do. I think that would be cool. Especially
games, even ones that we did reviews early on. You know how much any updates and changes that have happened?
Absolutely.
Like it would be so cool just to go into old games and be like, oh my god, this is totally different.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
me the other day, I won the Wandering in Space on the 2022 show. I'm like, you know what? I won Crashland on last year's show. And I'm like, I haven't touched that in
No way,
a
you
long
hadn't
time.
played it? Oh
No,
man.
I had played it, but not in a while.
Not in a long time. I gotcha.
Right. For like almost a year. But,
Right.
oh, I've missed it.
It's really good. I
yeah.
would love to get back to it too. No, that's what happens with us. We just can't get back to it. But
No, because it's
you know a
this
game
new
on
game, and this new game,
I
and this
know.
new game, and this is out, and that's out.
You know a game I want to talk about real quick before we get to the next topic, because I went and bought this game because there was so much going on with it, and I never really got a chance to talk about it because we got into other things and we had guests and things like that going on. But what's the racing game now? I can't remember the name. Grid Legends. Yeah. So I went and bought Grid Legends, and here's another game that I want to go back and play, but I hate the game. Like, I hate the game for what it is, but the game itself is really, really good. Like, so there was the community was so like fractured over this game, where you had half the people going, I don't care what it looks like. This game is great. It's a lot of fun. And you know what? I'm able to play this game in my Quest 2, and it's really good. And there's a lot of fun here. And it's just a good game. I don't care what it looks like. Then you had other people who are like, this game's dog shit. It looks like dog shit. It looks like a freaking PS1 game, PlayStation 1 game. I'm not playing this game. I'm getting rid of it. And a lot of people returned it. I think Paradise Decay returned it. Like, he got it, and he was like, I'm sending it back. I'm not keeping it. But I was like, I'm gonna go in and play it. And I happened to be in New York City with my wife and daughter for the weekend, and I had my headset with me, and I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go buy it because they're not Codemaster's not sending me a key. You know what I mean? They could give two shits about having somebody review it. So I'm like, I went and bought it. It was like it wasn't cheap either. It was like $25 or $30, and I played it for like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. I really, really liked it. Like, and that's a game, we're just talking about going back to games. I want to go back and play this game. But I'm so freaking pissed at this game that they didn't do a decent enough port. Like, they could have done it better. Like, and people, like I said, I don't want to give them a break. Like, I do enjoy the game. I like the game. I think the game is great, but there's too many people letting them off the hook. You know what I mean? Like, people, don't apologize for the game. You know what I mean? Don't give them excuses or let them off the hook. They could have made a better game, and they didn't. They were this close, Todd, because the game is there. The game is all there. The gameplay is there. Like, I want to go play this game, but it looks like
you also want to be able to grab the steering wheel, and you want it to have not square blocks all over the cars. And
I could even live with the steering wheel. The graphics are so bad, Todd.
Yeah,
I've never seen. I don't know if I've ever seen graphics this poor on a Quest 2 game. And when we're talking like, side quest games and itch.io games, this is probably one of the worst looking games I've ever seen. I mean, there are polygonal jagged edges everywhere. There is not a smooth edge in this game anywhere. It literally looks like pole position on the fucking Atari 2600, for God's sakes. I swear to God, there are some spots I'm looking in the car and I'm like, holy crap, what did they do? Like, who did this? Like this was a team that did this that's never worked on a VR game before, or they were like, we give you no budget, just port it and get it done.
Port it and get it done, I think is what the scenario was.
I've heard the game, like the gameplay of it is
phenomenal.
Fantastic, though.
I had such a ball in it. Like, I didn't want to get out of it, D. Like, I was in there, like I said, I was in there for 2 hours, and I'm like, I had to get out because I had to go to bed, but I would have stayed in there, and it's a game that I would want to go back to right now. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that are like, well, you can go in and you can make it better. There's like, you can go in the side quest and there's a whole bunch of settings you can do. Fuck that.
I don't want to change settings.
No, I shouldn't have to for $30.
Exactly.
If I can go in afterwards and change settings to make the goddamn game better, why didn't you fucking make the game better? Why couldn't you take 10 more minutes, make your game look better? How dare you make it to where I have to go in and fix it for a $30 game that you could have done it?
Yeah.
If you had taken a little more time and a little more investment in it. And here's where meta step up.
Hussein X says Grid 2 is limited by Quest 2, and that is not true.
Grid
there
2
are some
is limited by... No.
By the power of the Quest 2? No way. That's just lazy developers.
You could make it look better than this. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it needs to look like it's going to look like the PC version. But I'm literally, Todd. It looks like pole position.
Yeah, I
It
know.
looks
I
like
don't want to play it. I don't care how good the gameplay is. It to me is not a VR game. It's a piece of shit that I don't want to play, so I'm not playing it.
I just enjoy it. Like I said, I know the community was split with this, and I am there with them because I like the game. But I am not going to make excuses for Codemaster just because the game is good. I get the game is good. Trust me, I like it. But I want it to be a better game. I want it to look better.
It's
because
bad
they're
for
that
VR.
close.
So
They're
like
that close. Yeah. How much great could it have been if we could have celebrated this game?
Right.
If we were all like, holy
Exactly.
shit, they just did a great job, made one of the best ports you'd ever seen, and I can do a full racer in this game, and they were that close, and they fucked it up because they cheapened out with it. Codemasters. You know what I mean?
And seriously, if it's just a couple of settings,
I'm gonna do it. I'll go through and I'll do it and I'll fix it just so I can look at it. But again,
why don't they patch it so those settings are
right?
at least,
That's what I'm saying.
For Christ's
Why
sake.
couldn't they have done that before they released it?
Exactly.
Wes says, you know who else is a master at pole position?
My mom.
It's on the shifter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
you know
good at
what
driving.
I'm saying.
Yeah, she's good at driving.
I don't know. It's just I hate when they do this stuff because don't give me you can't make it better. I don't want to hear that. You can make this better. You could have made this better. If I can make it better in game now, why couldn't you make it better? And
Exactly.
if I can fix it even that little bit, you could have fixed it even better. I guarantee it. If they had just put more money and more time into it, it would have been fine. And again, I'm not letting Meta off the hook on this either because you know who approves these games?
Yeah,
is Meta.
Yeah, but they approve a lot of crappy games. So.
Should
we talk about What the Bat again?
Yeah, right. Game of the year. What the Bat?
Game of the fucking year, man.
I mean, at least this game is good. The game itself is great, man. I just went and picked it up. I love the game so much, Todd. It's on sale on Steam. You might even be able to get it still if you want to check it out. For $10, it's on Steam. Grid Legends.
Yeah, my problem is it's not good for VR, so I don't want to give them any money to keep their hopes up that people are liking this thing. New people to VR. Like if I took this, I'm going away for the weekend. If I take my headset and put my brother-in-law into Grid Legends, he's gonna laugh his ass off and say, "This is what you do with your spare time is play this fucking shit."
Wait a minute, you do a fucking podcast about this?
Yeah, on this crap? Like, fuck, I played this when I was 9. I think it's terrible for VR. I don't care how good the gameplay is.
Oh shit!
It's 2023. Shit should not look like that.
Steve, what did I say the other night? I'm like, I gotta remember that I got some younger kids that watch this show. I gotta stop swearing. And then tonight I go on a tirade swearing my ass off. Oh man.
And I think Wes agrees with me. He says word. I'm pretty sure Wes and I are on the same page.
I think he agrees with Dark Angel, who said none of this matters. VR is dead anyway.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he agrees with.
Yeah.
Is that Wes or Roots?
Yeah, right. Well, everybody's saying VR is dead because PlayStation is now, everybody's it's in everybody's site. We're going to talk about that in a second too, but let's
why don't we give away a game before we get to
because D's going to probably have to leave soon, right? D?
Short. What time did I freaking punch out? Yeah, probably like 5 minutes.
Just tell Flo you're busy. You're on Q2C VR
Dude,
Gamer.
I'm telling you.
She'll be like, "Oh,
give me a salary."
Celery? I can take care of all the celery you need.
Yeah, I'll send you the whole crap load of celery.
Salary. Not celery.
Brandon VR says, "Don't worry about it. All the kids are busy playing Beat Saber anyway."
That's right.
God, I love Beat Saber. Oh my god.
So not true.
All right, what are we giving away, guys?
We're gonna give away a key to Cave Digger 2.
Dig harder.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want? Who doesn't want Cave Digger dig harder? I mean, really?
Oh, hold on, wait, don't do it yet.
Oh, Pollinator just snuck in.
Nice. I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely loving this this headset, Todd. This mod mic, it's great. The freedom of not having my mic in front of me,
being able to turn your head and still everyone hears me exactly the way I should be heard.
Yeah,
definitely has its
fantastic
merits. Yeah,
we're good.
Now I can switch over and go back to my regular mic, right? If I just switch off.
Nope.
All right, let's do a little test while we're getting the wheel together. Let's do a little test. You guys want to hear? Let's listen to what the normal.
You got to open up your GoXLR and switch your mic profile.
Yep. All right, guys, ready? So I'm still on my mod mic, right? And then now On the Shure SM7B. So again, this is going to sound better. This is a Shure SM7B. It's what $500-$600. This is a $500 or $600 microphone, right? This is the gold standard. This is what everybody uses. So it's going to sound better.
In my head with that mic.
Now I'm what?
Now you're in my head with that mic.
Oh, really? You can like inside your head?
It definitely sounds better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's going to sound better. So Kristen says that sounds way better, but both are fine. Yeah, I mean, again, this is what I would normally use, but man, if I can't be home and I need a different solution, all right, let's go back to the other one. All right, now we're back to the other one.
It sounds a little hollower, like maybe a little bit further away, but
yeah. But God, and this is $149, by the way.
Yeah.
And then the Solo that Todd's wearing is only $99. Now the difference between the Solo and the Duo, Todd, is like, I think I have a different driver in my earbuds that gives me a little more bass.
One of my lights just went out.
I was wondering what you're looking at.
Why the hell am I so dark?
Oh man.
As long as it ain't the camera or your internet.
I'm gonna do the mic switch here and see if you can tell the difference.
Yeah, but yeah, US dollars, it's $149. $149 for the mod mic, the Duo, and then Todd's I think is $99 or $80. I think it's $99.
$99, I think. So this is me on my Ember mic.
Yeah, I mean it's just a richer sound, right? But Ember's not cheap either. Plus, remember we're running these through Go XLRs too, so that helps too. So,
well, we're running this through Go XLR too.
That is true. I didn't think about that, but I don't know if it gets any help. Does it get much help from that?
I don't know. I must, because it's got a mic profile and stuff. It must get some help.
Yeah,
this is just definitely a richer, deeper, definitely a different audio. But
yeah.
But going back to this one, it sounds
fine. Michelle B says, make sure you pay your power bill, Todd.
No, it's a little a light.
Oh yeah. Oh, your camera.
Like an Elgato.
Yeah. Mickey Burr says the mod mic is good and your sound is even. Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's good for what it is. Like I said, I'll be, and I think I'll use it when I'm streaming too, because it's nice because I can the actual earbuds are pretty good. And I would wear these during, for game sound, and then the microphone's fantastic. It's way better to stream with this mic. And I think it would be even better, like if you're going into something like VR chat, or if you're into VR chat or Neos or anything where you're going to communicate with people, and you want a good sound. I think you're definitely better off using this than you are, in game, in headset mic. And there's some. I mean, look at like. I mean, nobody has it, but like the Vario Aero, it doesn't even have a mic nor headphones, so you have to go buy a separate solution.
That's true. That's very true.
But who the hell's going out and getting a Vario Aero for $5,000? I gotta send mine back. It's time to send it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, but you're all done with that now. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I have a ton of stuff I did with it that I have recorded, but
here we go.
Sim says it allows for more animated rants, so I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm not hitting my microphone with my hands. I can talk more with my hands, D.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels weird. But it's good weird. I like it.
Mimi says the sound is great. I mean, you can't. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you were somebody who was just starting out and you didn't want to go out and buy a freaking expensive, regular mic, boom mic.
Obscure nerd.
Congratulations, Andy. What did he win? Cave Digger? Is that what it is?
Cave Digger 2.
Cave Digger 2. Dig harder, man. Dig harder. Congratulations, dude. And you know how to hit up Todd.
Yep, just hit me on Discord or whatever and we'll get you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, cool, man. Let's jump into our next topic. We are about an hour in and we're gonna lose D here in a minute. So let's talk to D. Let's talk about Echo VR shutting down, Todd.
Never played a single day in my life.
Yeah, I was never a big fan either, to be honest. But a lot of people are. It's been, it's been a popular game for a long time. I mean, even so that they already have like a petition that you can go sign to get them to stop taking it down. The developer Ready at Dawn, which is now owned by Meta, has decided to basically kill the servers. When, Todd? I don't remember.
August 23rd, I think.
April. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. August.
Nope.
Is it August?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, in August it's going to end. No more Echo VR. And the community is up in arms over this, and I definitely have my opinion on it. Let's get your guys' opinion first, and then I'll tell you where you're wrong. No, I'm only kidding. I have no idea what your opinions are, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
I'm
take
pretty
up all
sure
the,
it's
let
August.
you guys go first.
Now you got me second guessing myself.
I'll look. You go ahead and talk and give your opinion. I'll look at the article.
I think it's bad for VR, and I've set this out on Twitter too. That I think the fact that they're shutting this down, it's a free game. It brings in a ton of people, whether or not they're kids or not. Parents are still buying the headsets. The quality of the game is fantastic. My daughter plays this all the time and loves it. It's got good muting, so you can turn off all the ranty kids if you just want to go in there and play. It's got friends. You can go in with the party thing inside when you do the quest party. You can join an Echo VR game as a party. I don't know. I think it's bad. I don't like it. I kind of get why they're doing it. There's not a lot of in-app purchases inside of Echo VR. Maybe that's where they should, focus their energy instead of taking the servers down.
Well, you can buy. There's like seasons that you can buy now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you do. You buy it's like a season pass type of thing, and it gives you.
But they're clearly not appealing, or they'd be selling more. So
I don't think it's popular.
That.
I don't think it's popular. Again, if Ready at Dawn was making money,
not as much as it was.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where I'll come in with my opinion. Let me let D get in here first before I go crazy on this.
Yeah, but same for me, Mimi. Their lunch is over. My lunch is about to be over, so I got to get back to work too. But no, I know a lot of people that play it, but me personally, I've never played it a single day in my life.
I tried to get into it, like Scion, community member over at Virtual Strangers. He's over here every once in a while. He's tried to get me into it multiple times. Radio Runt was big into it. I just couldn't get into it, man. It's not a game for me. I just didn't like it. But I get the appeal. I got the appeal of it. And I was even talking to Scion a little bit, and he said that it's still pretty popular, because I said, Scion, is it hard to get a match? Can you still get a match? And he's like, literally 30 seconds to a minute, you can still get a match, and it doesn't take that long. You're in the lobby for waiting. But here's the deal. If you're in there playing, but nobody's buying anything, how can you ever make any money? And if there's not enough people buying anything, I guaranteed if there was all these people in there, and all these people that are up in arms were in there playing and buying seasons, and Ready at Dawn was making money on this, there's no way they'd kill the game. Why would they?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think shutting the servers down is a choice. I think what you're selling is obviously not working. So revamp what you're selling, whether it's the cosmetic items or whatever. People don't want them, or they'd be buying them. Make them better, and they would make more money.
But
Call of Duty does this all the time. They replace things all the time that don't get sold.
Right, but they come out with new versions, though, right? I mean, Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty is how many versions have we been through now of Call of Duty?
True, and maybe they're coming out with Echo VR too. They should have led with that if that was the case.
Even Warzone has come out with Warzone 2 now, right? Warzone, and that's a free game, but they want Warzone 2 because they need to get through the staleness. That's the whole thing here. This game is 6 years old.
But are they coming out with Echo VR 2?
They have another game that they're coming with. They haven't said anything about what the game is. Yeah, but here's the deal, though. If you're a company and you are putting all your focus on a new game, and your game that you're currently taking care of, caretaking, is costing you money, you need to let it go.
Clearly.
And these games can't stay out here forever. Like, this is an older game. I don't want to see it go either, for the people that want to play it. But guys, eventually you got to let these things go. Now,
Dee's got 30 seconds to log back into her computer over here. So
thanks for coming.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you in chat.
You rock. We'll see you next week. Right. Have a great night. She'll be in chat, everybody. If you still want to talk to Dee, you can still talk to her in chat, and she'll be watching. She'll still be caretaking on the wheel. But thanks, Dee. We appreciate it. You're awesome.
Bye, guys.
So yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a hot button issue. I've had like a couple of people reach out to me in Discord and like, hey, will you talk about this on your show to bring some light onto it? I'm like, yes, I will, but I need to give my opinion to it of exactly what I think. And my opinion is, if there was money to be made here, they would keep it open. If there's no money to be made here and nobody's in there buying things, and they were, but it's a stale game now, and nobody, I mean, again, if people are in there playing, but they're not buying anything, they're still not making any money.
Yeah. What other game do they have out right now that's, top 10-ish? Or do they?
They don't.
Yeah, so would you cancel
You're
the
talking about
only game you
Ready
have
at
on the
Dawn?
market before you released your new game, or would you just keep it running until you got something else to replace it?
But if it's
Warzone
not
2 didn't come out until, Warzone 1 didn't stop until Warzone 2 came out.
Right, but that's Activision. I mean, they
I
got
know, but
tons of
still.
money. This is Ready at Dawn. I mean, they're not a huge studio, and it's a free game. It's a free game that if nobody's buying anything in there,
Yeah, I'd
then
have to see the statistics and stuff and see, but I don't know. I just think it's sad.
no, I don't. I don't want to come off like I don't think this is sad. I agree this is sad, but do I think this is like the end of the world? Like, people are like, oh, this is like just more signs that VR is dying.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
But that's what happens with these things. When things like this happen, people are like, oh my God, more bad news. Now we have the PlayStation thing. Now we have, Echo is shutting down. VR is dead. Guys, it's not dead. You just need to move on to the next thing. Fucking Gorilla Tag made $26 million last year.
And it's a free game.
Free game. So do you think if Echo was as popular and they made $10 million last year, that they would shut it down? No, they're shutting it down because nobody's using it, nobody's playing it, nobody's buying it. Like, everybody wants to be up in arms over these things until it's time to go play it, and they're like, well, I'd rather go play something else. Well, you can't tell me how passionate you are about Echo, and then you haven't been in Echo for 6 months, and when you were in Echo, you didn't buy anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what's happening. Because if you were and everybody was, then it would be still here, and they could afford to do it. Now, like, Thrill Seeker came out with a great video, and it was a really good video, and I get people's take. I'm not saying that people's take are wrong. I'm just saying I have a different one. And Thrill Seeker came out with a great video, and his idea was, let the servers stay up and let them be paid for servers, or charge a monthly fee to pay for the servers. But guys, I don't know if it's that easy. Like, I don't know how. Like, can you tell me?
Converting to pay for platform is very difficult.
Yeah.
Most companies are moving away from that because it's a nightmare.
Yeah, and again, if you're a limited team and you're trying to put your resources towards something else, and you want to move on to your next game, and this game is an albatross around your neck holding you down, you need to cut it loose. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying that would make sense.
Yeah, Chris99 has my thought exactly. If you're shutting down their only major game before launching the next one, they must have a lot of faith in the next one. Remember, Meta owns this company, so you can't tell me they don't have money.
Right. And then everybody killed Meta too, by the way. Everybody destroyed Meta. And then Ready at Dawn came out and said, Meta was pretty supportive. They said we could pretty much do whatever we wanted, and we decided this was the best thing to do for our company.
So I'm just hoping what they're coming out with is a banger.
I agree.
And then all the haters will be like, oh, well, that makes more sense.
Guys, you know what? Echo has had its time. Go play Blaston. Go play Astro. What's the game?
Astro
Resolution. The Resolution game. The mech
Blaston.
game, right? No, the mech game.
Ultimex.
Ultimex. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go play Ultimex. Go play Knock. There's a lot of games out there that you can
play
do.
Monkey See, Monkey Do.
Yeah, there's a lot of free ones that you can do. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do that are still out there. Gorilla Tag. I mean, there's other games you can go play. I mean, it's not like this is the only game there ever was. When was the last time you heard anybody talk about Echo? Like, all these people are pining for Echo VR and championing Echo VR. When was the last time you heard anybody say, hey, let's go play Echo? Or I can't go right now. I'm going to play Echo with my buddies. Or, hey, we have
not my crowds. Scion probably hears that all the time.
But we have communities all the time that do these playing, different communities that have these game playing channels. I've never seen anybody in there go, let's go play Echo. Yeah, it's just not there. I mean, Radio Run was like a level 50 Echo player. I bet he hasn't played Echo in over a year.
Wow.
And level 50 is like one of the highest ranks you can get in Echo. Nobody's going in there anymore.
And Chris99, again, my thoughts exactly. Most of the people complaining about Echo VR shutting down is likely from nostalgia.
It's all it is.
And I think it's sad just because it's been around for so long. It's like a staple. So
yeah. Again, I'm
It's
not saying
sad.
it's not sad. It sucks. It's not good. It's just it's not the end of the world like everybody says. And I just wish the people that are all like championing this game and you know, I would like to see how many hours they've got in Echo the last 6 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go show me your Echo game. I mean, I wish Oculus would show you like Steam does how much time you've spent. Like
Yeah,
I
totally.
would like to see those numbers.
Yeah.
Because if you're somebody that's out there that's like, yeah, oh, you need to keep Echo up. When was the last time you played it? A couple of years. Well, what are you fighting for? You're fighting for a company to go out of business so they can keep a game going that nobody's playing?
That no one plays.
I know this is not the take that people were asking me to take. I literally had people like, yeah, can you talk about this show and put a light on this so we can help? I'm like, guys, I'll put a light on it, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
I don't think it's going to help.
And I went and looked at everything I looked at, and I talked to, like I said, I talked to people that know more about it than I do, and this is what my take is, you know? So I apologize, but guys, everything has an end, and this is time for Echo to go. Bring in something new. You know, bring in Echo 2. Maybe they're working on Echo 2. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's where we should be refocusing the conversation is what is Ready at Dawn coming out with next.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on from that, Todd. Let's go to a much more fun topic, and that is that PSVR 2 has now completely killed VR. It's no more excitement for PlayStation VR 2, Todd. All the excitement that we came out of CES with about PlayStation VR, nobody wants to play it. Nobody cares. Hype. It's all hype. But I put out a 2.5-minute video on our YouTube channel about PlayStation VR 2. 2.5 minutes of me just voiceovering some of our footage from CES, and it gets almost 15,000 views in a week.
Yeah.
In a week.
But it's dead. No one's talking about it.
But nobody cares about it. Okay.
I think according to Bloomberg, everyone's talking about it. No one's buying it.
The only reason this thing is up here is because there are people that are talking about it. Because that's why Bloomberg did this. Bloomberg did this so they could get clicks on them. That's all it is. They're just, and people complain about YouTubers all the time being clickbait. This is such a clickbait art. Oh my god, their
whole site is clickbait. I don't like Bloomberg.
Dog shit, man. Like, how dare you? You know, and then it's so bad and it's so like baseless that Sony comes out and completely refutes it right afterwards. Like, that's not true. That's not happening.
Yeah.
But I just love.
I'm glad they did. So
the knee-jerk reaction of people is too funny. I've seen people, or somebody was saying that they saw somebody say, "No, that's it. I'm canceling my order for PlayStation VR 2 now because Bloomberg came out with an article."
Bloomberg told me to. That's gonna be a T-shirt. I'm gonna make one of those.
Oh man,
cancel my PSVR 2 because Bloomberg told me to.
And it was like a complete fake out because then you had everybody and their brother making either like a YouTube short or making a video about, you know, the article before, you know, Sony had even had a chance to come out and refute it. And then going over and saying, you know, how bad this is for VR. It doesn't look good for VR. Now, do I think that PlayStation VR 2 is going to be like the savior of VR? Like a lot of PlayStation people are like pinpointing? I don't. Number one, I don't think VR needs a savior. I think VR is doing just fine on its own. And number two, I just don't think it is going to be like, it's going to be huge. It's going to be big, but it's not going to be a savior. You know what I mean? Until it gets down to an effective price where anybody can get it for a cheaper price, it's not going to be. Now, it's going to be hugely popular, but it's still at $550 plus the console. So it's not super cheap. So, you know, it definitely has a battle to win in that market, and they need to start advertising this thing, Todd, right?
It's amazing because right now the only people advertising PlayStation VR 2 are VR content creators, and none of us are being paid to do it. There's not enough advertising. I haven't seen a commercial, a billboard, nothing.
No,
we just sad.
No, and Wes had a an interesting theory on what that was yesterday, and Wes just said in chat, PSVR 2 is going to be the return of high-end VR. I 100% agree with that. You know, VR is going to take a huge jump here, and anybody who was pining for PC VR for all these years will now get a taste of what computer-based VR is all about, and not standalone VR. And that's something good. That's something good that we can all enjoy. Somebody like D, who just got her computer, say she didn't get that computer, say she wasn't able to do it, but she has a PlayStation 5 and she could pick up a PSVR 2 for $550. Like, she already had a PS5. So all it's costing her is $550, but she couldn't swing a whole PC. Well, she's going to get PC quality, gaming now out of that PlayStation VR 2. And there's a lot of people out there like that just can't get into a PC, or, Todd, are daunted and don't want to do PC VR.
That's true. The console market is enormous. So
30 million.
30 million. Mind you, that's worldwide. So it's kind of scattered around all over the place. But still, 30 million is 30 million.
Good
Compared
point.
to PC gamers, I'm sure there's more console gamers.
This is a good point by Wes. Grid Legends versus Gran Turismo 7.
Right?
IGN just came out with a video I watched earlier today. They had a thing where they played Gran Turismo 7, the VR version. They got an early look at it. At
IGN
120 frames. Yes.
Early access to a VR title? Who the fuck gave them
they
that?
gave it a freaking beautiful review, by the way, too. I was like, who the hell are these? They must not work for IGN. They must brought them in they must have brought them in outside from somewhere else. But yeah, they said it was running, Todd, at 120 frames per second. It was gorgeous. It made them feel like they were in the freaking car, really. They said it was a fantastic experience. 120 frames per second, Todd.
I know, I saw that. Mike was saying that it's 60 hertz upscaled to 120 hertz, which gives off the 120 frames per second.
Yep.
But with the quality of the lenses, the quality of all the tech that goes into the PSVR 2, you can't. There's no latency. There's no degradation in quality. There's nothing. It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, all the things that I was just killing Codemasters for, I don't think Sony would allow. You know what I mean? So the thing that I was just killing Meta for, Metaphor. The thing I was killing Meta about, which is allowing this game to be on that store in the shape that it's in and make it look that way, and not making Codemasters go, fix that shit, make it look better. We don't want it on our headset looking like garbage. PlayStation wouldn't do that. Their QA is much higher. They're not going to allow you to put something that looks like trash on their system. That's why
that's a launch title.
Well, that's true.
Don't give him too much credit. Don't give him too much
credit. Oh my god! But it's seriously though. I mean, look at that game. Look at GT7, and then look at Grid Legends. And now it's not a fair comparison, because you're basically playing on a phone in your Quest 2 compared to PlayStation VR 2. But again, we're comparing it as to why we think it's going to be so popular. I think it's going to be popular because this is going to be a VR that is, if you own a PlayStation 5, it is affordable. Okay. And we already just said 30 million plus people have them already. So if you already own a PlayStation 5, $550 is an affordable VR headset that people get into, but you're going to have AAA PC quality experiences in it.
Yeah, without having to buy a $3,000 gaming rig.
That's a big deal.
And dealing with Windows updates, screwing all your shit up like we did a couple weeks ago.
That's a big deal. Now, this whole thing with this article is kind of nonsense to me. Number one, don't you think that, I don't care what the pre-orders are. And don't you think that Sony knows that pre-order numbers aren't the end-all be-all? Because if I can buy them in a brick and mortar, why would I need a pre-order? If day one I can walk into Best Buy and buy one, don't you think, how many are you going to sell that way? So you think they're going to short it and then not sell any, in brick and mortars? If you can't, or even Amazon, how many people just don't want to deal with PlayStation and that prefer to deal with Amazon because they have a better return system?
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon for that exact reason.
Well, right now, if you're in Canada, you can get one. You can't get one on Amazon in the United States.
Oh,
that's not even available yet.
We don't have a Sony store in Canada. We can't buy it from Sony.
Right, exactly. You have no choice.
No, it's Best Buy or Amazon.
But to me, that's why I guarantee. You think Sony is nervous right now? That is insane.
No.
They are not nervous. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly how this is going to go, and they're getting themselves ready. Now, do I think they want to have stuff available in store on day one? Yes, they do. Do I think they need to make sure it's available on Amazon? Yes, they do. But if that's the way they do it, they're going to sell a ton more.
I think they might have gotten a little bit of sticker shock or shock in general with the lack of pre-orders. I think they were expecting a flood of pre-orders with the way that they did their invite only. You had to be like a super duper PlayStation 5 player before you even got the early invites. All that went out the window in like days. And I think that shocked them.
I think they
But I don't
originally
think they were
did that.
worried.
I think they originally did that for the people so they wouldn't be scalped like crazy. Right? Do a single household buy and do it on a pre-order invite only. That way you kind of like get rid of some of the bots that are in there buying these things and you get rid of the scalpers. And then you can, after all those people have gotten in for their pre-order, then you can let it loose.
Well, that was definitely their plan, but I don't think there was enough pre-orders or enough worry. After a couple days, they're probably like, you know what, let's just open it up.
Yeah, but I think they opened it up because they wanted. I think it was always set to be opened up eventually. I think they did it on purpose to do it that way, and then they were going to always open it up eventually. Like, so I don't know if there was a number that they didn't hit. They were like, "Oh, let's open it up." I mean, maybe they were like, "Okay, we still have this many to do. Let's open it up." But I still think they were going to open it up eventually anyway.
Because you can still pre-order it. Like, they're still available.
Yeah,
up here,
but
like there's stock pre-ordering, so the bots didn't buy them all.
Right, which is what you want. You know what I mean? You want that to happen, but I think that's why it kept them away because they originally did it that way. And once that was done, you had your first huge wave of people that came in and bought pre-order. Then you're not really as worried about it. Then you can open it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, guys, Sony's going to be fine. It's not going anywhere. People are freaking out. The amount of things that you hear, it's crazy. Like people are like, it's not going to be any good. Sony's not going to support it now. People are like, well, that's it. Sony is just not, they're not going to make any games for it now. I'm going to buy this headset and then this is it. They're never going to make another game. And I'm like, come on, guys, this is not going to happen. You have a great launch list of launch titles already. I can already tell you, I can't tell you, but I know about 20 more games that will be here before Q3. Okay.
There's going to be that some of the games have been delayed. I'm not going to, overshadow that. That sucks. But again, I'd rather have a delay than a patch, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
There's still going to be lots to play.
He says, Todd, simmer down now. Simmer down now. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that.
Emotional damage.
There was some serious emotional damage for some people out there, man. People were freaking out, dude. Freaking out. And then they want to give us this VR is dead thing again. I mean, we're going to go through this again.
That. Yeah, right? Give me a break.
Come on.
VR's been dead for the last 6 years. Yeah.
That's what I mean. You get this news this week, and then you get Echo is closing down, and like, wow, VR is gone. Too bad. It was a good run for VR, guys. Sorry, it's all over.
And there's still no news about San Andreas. Oh my God, VR's dead.
Turn the lights off. It's over. Todd's turning his lights off right now.
Yeah, but they're doing it for me.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people in this chat right now that I know went out and bought their went out and pre-ordered their PlayStation VR 2. I know there's some that haven't, that are just, I want my Quest. I'm waiting for my Quest 3. But
nothing wrong with that either.
Nothing wrong with that either.
It's coming. It's going to be way better than the Quest 2.
Yep, for sure. It's going to be great.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
We have a lot to look forward to this year. This is going to be a resurgent year for VR. We're going to have 2 headsets that are going to battle it out for some kick-ass games and some great technology. Well, I think 2 that are going to be like the market dominators. Like there's 2 headsets I think are going to, like if we're talking about the one ring to rule them all, there's going to be 2 rings that rule them all. I think whatever else you see come out, there are going to be some amazing headsets come out. But the 2 big boys that we see, we're going to see shots fired here with PlayStation VR 2, and then the Quest 3 is going to launch. And then we're going to see those are the 2. Now, there will be other headset come out. There is a very good possibility that we see a Pico 5 this year before the end of the year. And we know we're going to see an HTC headset coming.
I think that's why I say 3. Like there's the console VR, Sony's taking that. PC VR, HTC's taking that. Standalone VR, Quest is taking that. Ones that are going to be in the the wings are the Pico 5, the Pi Max.
Yeah.
Still great headsets that are coming out, but might not take the spotlight like the other 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing too, is like, let's go to the other side of it. Like you have all of these other people that are like so PlayStation VR biased that they're like, forget about the Quest 3. The Quest 3 is going to be garbage. You got the PlayStation VR 2 is where it's going to be all at. And I'm like, guys, do not jump off this Quest bandwagon. Like, I am all about, if you can do both, right?
Yeah.
But to me,
there's a place for both, especially in my life.
To me, Quest 3 is almost as exciting as the PlayStation VR 2. Now, I know that the games are what is what's going to excite me about PlayStation VR 2. But Quest 3 being able to do you know how much stronger the Quest 3 is going to be? You're talking like 150 times more powerful graphically from the XR2 Gen 1 to the XR2 Gen 2. This is going to be a huge upgrade in what we can expect from mobile gaming. We might get away from actual mobile feeling gaming.
Right. Exactly.
And it's going to be under $500.
Yeah. That's going to be the seller. You're right. Like, that's going to be the headset that people talk about this year with PlayStation VR 2.
Right. Now, my biggest question is, which I still want to know, and I still think nobody knows, and I don't think it can change now. It might still be able to change now, but they may have already pivoted off of this. I don't know if it's going to have eye tracking or not, Todd. The Quest 3 headset. I still have a feeling or a thought in my head. Now, I know that Brad has reported and other people have reported that the Stinson, which is the code name for the Quest 3, is not going to have eye tracking. I still think there is a chance. Now, I know for a fact that they had 3 production units for the Stinson. And one of those production units had eye tracking in it. Now, could they pivot back and make that the unit that they produce and that we will see this fall, this winter?
Or
that is my biggest question.
The Quest 3 and the Quest 3 Pro with eye tracking.
That is a slippery slope, man. When you start dividing your market, that is a slippery slope because now you're making 2 headsets and you have to decide how many
really
you
2
make.
Headsets? It's one headset when they take a piece out of the.
No, but I mean you have to produce 2 though. You have to produce one that has it and one that doesn't, and then you have to figure out what numbers of each you make and what's going to be more popular. And then it's just I would love that.
Logistical nightmare.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean that's a slippery slope, but I would love it for sure because it would make it affordable for people that want it to be affordable. You could still do a $300-$400 headset,
right?
But you could do a $600 headset.
A little more money. Could get a few more features. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. That's the question too. Let's say this. God damn, this is a passionate night, man. I'm excited about everything I'm talking about here. Fucking, let's go, man. I think let's talk about this. Ready? Think about this. What if the headset is $550, but it has eye tracking? Would you prefer that, or would you prefer $399 with no eye tracking? You still get your mixed reality. You still get your color pass through. You still get the XR2 Gen 2. Everything is there except for the eye tracking. And you can have one or the other. They're like, we have to figure out one, guys. You're meta. And you're like, all right, we have to figure out one. Do we sell the headset at $550 with eye tracking and everything else? Or do we sell it at $399 and with no eye tracking and keep it the way it is? Now you lose foveated rendering.
That's what I was just going to say.
You're going to lose anything you can do. Yeah, you lose facial tracking, eye tracking. You lose all the VR chat stuff. You lose any of the social aspect of it. You lose the foveated rendering that the PlayStation 2 is taking advantage of in the graphical power, which the Quest 2 could absolutely use being a standalone headset.
Quest 3, yeah.
Or Quest 3, I mean, sorry. What would you prefer?
Personally, I would prefer the $549 version, because all those added features give game developers a whole new arsenal of things to make better games. However, $399 sells more headsets. So that's a very tricky question.
What do you think they would do? What do you think they should do? So let's take your bias out of it about what you would buy. If you were Meta, how would you do it?
If I was Meta, if it was me, that's a tricky question. If it was me, I'd do the $549 one.
That's what I'm saying. You got to take your bias out of it. But take your biases out of it, like what you would want. You're Mark Zuckerberg. You have to make a decision that's right for your company.
$399. I'll sell way more headsets.
I agree.
Way more headsets.
I agree. I think you got to take it out. But I want it in there. I want it in there. But I think you're right. What's everybody saying in chat? What would you guys do in chat? Rob Perry says Quest 2 took the price hike hit, so the Quest 3 being higher won't shock people as much. Now, I remember when Zuckerberg did his thing during the Meta showcase, or whatever they call it, their State of the Union for Meta. He came out and said the next headset will be $300, $400, $500. So and that's exactly how he said it, between $300 to $400 to $500.
So that opens it up for $589.
I know, right? Well, I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I think if you go over 500, you've
that's a whole new market, right? Like that's
you've lost your market. You've lost.
Yep.
If you go over 500, you've lost your market. To me, I think if you go over 50, you've lost your market. I think you need to be at $399 to $450.
$399 is the selling price, I think. That could be just the intro price. $399 American is $535 Canadian, which is a ton of money for him.
It is.
Something you slap on your face. So
Spry Guy says, I love this one. $399, pull a Pimax and sell the eye tracking as an add-on for another $500.
For another $500.
I mean, we know eye tracking is not cheap. We know that Sony is most likely taking a loss on the PSVR 2 at $550 because they wanted eye tracking in there because of the power and the foveated rendering and the graphical power that the foveated rendering could allow them. So we know they're taking a loss on it. So it's expensive to do eye tracking, right? It's not easy to do eye tracking. So it's going to put a cost back in there. How much is Meta willing to lose on this headset? We know that they will subsidize this headset. They are going to take a loss on this Quest 3 again. But how much of a loss? Are they going to take the same hit that they took the Quest 2?
Yeah, no way.
I don't think so.
And I don't think they need to anymore either. Like the market for how many headsets are out there. Look at the Steam percentages on how many Quest players are on Steam. Now, granted, that's not just Quest 2. That's Quest 2 and Quest Pro are kind of lumped in together. I wish they could separate those two so we could see a Quest Pro number. But, Quest, Pico are the only two headsets that went up in usage on the Steam store.
Yep. Alakazam says $399. Dark Angel says $399. VR Spry Guy $399. Mickey Burr $399 to sell more. It makes sense. Keep the eye tracking out of it. But again, for me personally, if they could get the eye tracking in at $450, say it's not $550. Say if they could get it in there with eye tracking, face. Think about this. If you could get everything that you currently have in the Quest Pro, but in the Quest 3 for $450.
Well, they're selling it for $1,000 now, so it's not much of a leap back down if they're going to subsidize it. And obviously, you could take some of the high-end plastics and stuff off, take the head strap off, and make it a jock strap because we're all going to want to replace it anyway.
Yep. Still got pancake lens. Still got pancake lenses. Still has the same resolution as the Quest Pro. Has the better chip. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is possible.
Quest Pro. Wow, that'll piss off a lot of people.
Maybe that's why they put the Quest Pro on sale. Get rid of all the stock before they know they got to get the Quest 3 out there. Because how are you going to sell the Quest Pro when the Quest 3 is out there? See, to me, I always thought the Quest Pro was the way to figure out how to make the Quest 3 affordable with all this stuff in it. Make all your mistakes and learn all your lessons on the Quest Pro. Call it a not for consumer device. Call it a business device, an enterprise device. Learn your lessons from that one. So when you go to make your consumer headset, you can figure out what you did wrong and ways to do it cheaper.
Yeah.
How many lessons do you think they learned by making the Quest Pro? How many ways do you think around things that they learned that they can make it cheaper now?
Yeah,
just in tooling, Todd. Just in tooling.
Yeah.
If you guys know what tooling is when you basically set your entire production line up with everything you need to produce these headsets. Well, why could and that costs a ton of money, right? That costs a lot of money to set tooling up to figure out how to make these things and put them on a production line.
And time, which is why the Quest 3, I think, is coming out so fast because they've done it all with the Quest Pro.
Exactly. You have all these things in place now. All the tooling is already done. If you're basically doing the same thing and just changing a couple of small things here and there, it makes sense. Whiny Witch has probably released 2 versions at 2 price points.
Yeah.
That's what Todd
Seen that a
said.
couple times.
That would be cool, right?
That would be cool. Like Bacardi B says, release it for $3.99 and 4 to 6 months later offer a Quest 3 Pro for $500. Not a bad marketing plan, because if it's only like $100 more, people would be like, well, shit, now I got to buy that one.
It's just a logistical nightmare. It just really is. I mean, I don't see how you come out with 2 head. Can you remember anything where they came out with 2 right at the same time? We're like, yep, here's this and this. You can get one of these here for this price. And I'm not talking the size. They did the size, right? They did the different the gigabytes. They did remember they did like the original Quest was a 64
still a whole new set of parts, right? Different hard drives.
Yeah, different headsets. I mean, you got to make them differently. They could do it.
No different than just taking out the eye tracking part. They could do it. This will be exciting to come back to this episode when Quest 3 releases and see how right or wrong we were.
Clip it, Todd. Clip it.
Clip it.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip, Todd. Oh man, this has been an interesting discussion. This stuff gets me excited. Like, I'm so excited for PlayStation VR 2, but once it's here and I'm in it, I'm just going to be enjoying it. But again, in a month or 2 months from now, I'm already going to be ready for the next headset, like ready for the next thing, because there are a lot of people that aren't going to go into PlayStation VR 2. They just don't want to go there. They don't want to go wired or whatever. Quest 3, I think, is going to be a game changer, man. I think it's going to be a lot different than if you look at what that new gen chip is going to be able to do. As long as the developers take advantage of it and don't cheap out like Codemasters, and just put shitty port after shitty port. I mean, you could legitimately do some crazy things. Look what they already can do with Red Matter 2 and Moss and Saints and Sinners.
Quest 2 or Quest Pro, I mean. Yeah.
With just the Quest 2. And that's an XR2 Gen 1. This thing's 150 times more powerful at the high end.
Yeah, that's crazy. One thing I do hope that the Quest 3 has is the same magnetic charging as the Quest Pro. This thing is genius. I take it, I put it on, do some work if I'm going to do work in it. I play games in it, and I just put it back down on the charger. I never think about charging it, ever.
It is cool. I do like it too.
I hope they keep that.
I would like the batteries back in the controller, so I don't have to continue to charge the controllers, because the controllers do go down.
I've never had
fast.
them die, but I've never played that long. So
yeah, but that's in your Pro though, right? I mean, I think would you play that, because people play longer in their Quest 2s, I think, than they would their Pro. The Pro's not.
I haven't even put my Quest 2 on my head since I bought the Pro.
I know. I have actually. I don't know why I have. Because I did wear, like the other night I wore my Quest 2. I think just because it eats battery so fast that if I'm streaming or if I'm trying to do something live, it can really go through the battery. But yeah, I do prefer my Quest
I'd use the
Pro.
Index though if I was going to do that.
That's true. I go tethered with the Index.
Okay, when I play Neos for 6 or 7 hours at a time, I'm in the Index. I'm not in a Quest. Mind you, Skiva's in his Quest, and he's got a pocket full of Bobo batteries.
I know. I do too. I have the Bobo thing on my Quest Pro. I can do it. So super interesting, Todd. I mean, I love this stuff. I mean, I'm love talking about it. New hardware excites me, as you can see behind me. I just love hardware. I love games. I mean, that's why I get so jacked up about doing Virtual Strangers and Strangers in the Night, because I love playing the games. Like, I played a mod yesterday, Todd, called Neon White. It was one of the best freaking games I played even over last year. Like we were just trying to figure out, because it came out last year, the mod, but we just played it just now. Like, if we had played it last year, would we have voted that for mod of the year?
Oh wow, that good.
Damn good. Yeah.
Wow.
I loved Ghost Runner. I put Ghost Runner up on a high pedestal, like my top. I put it up there with Half-Life Alyx 2, not Half-Life Alyx 2, but Half-Life 2 as the best mod of last year. And I like this better than Ghost Runner. This Neon White was sick. It was really good.
That's cool.
All right. Let's see. Let's move on a little bit, Todd. Let's give another key away. We haven't given a key away in a while. We don't have D here to Vanna White our wheel. D, we miss you already. Oh, I can see her in the thing. She's doing this. Oh no! But
wheel looks good to go here.
But D has been taking care of the wheel still in chat, and Riker Coffee is here. Todd, what is going on, Riker? How you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you're enjoying the discussion tonight.
All right, we're gonna give away a key to Jupiter and Mars.
Jupiter and Mars. This is like super. This is like an Echo the Dolphin type game. It's all you play as one of two dolphins in the ocean, and you have to go through these things to help heal the ocean. And it's just a cool idea. It looks awesome. Bluebell says she's not doing this. She's flipping you off, Mash. Like this? D. Oh, how dare you, D?
Oh, it's Bluebell.
Oh my God, Bluebell.
It is.
Congratulations, Bluebell, on winning Echo the Dolphin VR. No, for winning Jupiter and Mars. Very cool game. Love the developers. Really cool. They have another game called Hitstream that's very cool too. I think either the same publisher or the same developer did a game called Hitstream that's on App Lab. That's excellent too.
Alright, Bluebell, I just dropped a link into the chat there so everybody can check out what Jupiter and Mars is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Go check it out. All right, Todd, let's talk here. I was going to get into the Quest Pro price drop, but we've kind of talked about that. It's been a little while yet. How long is that for, by the way? Do you know the price drop for the Quest?
Doesn't have a time on it, so
I literally think they're going to do it till they get rid of all the what they have. I
think they're doing it to match the price of HTC's
HTC. You think they'll stop it like right after HTC launches?
No, I don't think they'll.
It's a good kick. It's a good kick in the dick to HTC though, right? When they're ready to launch their headset. Let me,
yeah.
Hey, here's
right. Like if you look at the specs, they are ridiculously similar.
Yeah, but the Pro has
exactly the same.
The Pro has eye tracking,
and the Pro comes with eye tracking.
HTC doesn't have it built in. You have to pay.
And twice as much storage.
Right.
HTC has a store where you can download and put games on it as a standalone headset, but you can only put half as many games on it as the Quest Pro.
Right.
The HTC is a billion times more comfortable,
smaller, lighter. It's a great headset. I can't knock them. The only thing I can knock that headset is
way better
they were
pass
too
through.
early.
Way better pass through for sure.
Oh yeah.
If HTC had held off for 6 months to put the XR2 Plus or 2-chip, game changer. I wish they would have held off, but
100%. That was exactly what I was going to say. That's my only diss on the HTC headset. They just should have waited. If they waited a few more months and launched this thing in the fall or even late summer with an XR2 Gen 2 chip in it, then I'm telling you, I would have bought this headset over the Quest 3, I think. You know what I mean? As long as they had built their library out. Because this headset is so light and so small. You guys have all seen me show the Flow off. This is basically a smaller Vive Flow with a battery on the back.
Yeah,
it's freaking tiny. It's so small. They nailed it, man. And I've killed them for years for making shitty headsets. And I gotta tip my hat when they do something good, man. They have made a good headset. This is a good consumer headset.
I don't know if people can see that or not.
Oh yeah, this is the specs for the spec difference between the two. Go ahead and go through those, Todd.
Yeah, so my screens are flipping around. Okay, so yeah, pass-through camera is, like I said, much better. It's an actual 16 megapixel pass-through camera. It does have a depth sensor. When we tested it, we didn't get to see what the depth sensor looked like. And even with it off, the depth was way better than
I actually did hear that they're going to ship it with the depth sensor off, and they're going to activate it afterwards for some reason.
So something must not be working. Yeah. Resolution is almost exactly the same, 1920 by 1920 and 1800 by 1920. So it's negligible, I think. Both run at 90 hertz. There is no. Everybody thought that the Quest Pro would be able to do 120 hertz with a patch in months, and there's no patch. So that's not happening.
I still think it'll come, though.
Hopefully.
I mean, they did it with the Quest 2. I mean, it was a long time after the Quest 2.
Onboard eye tracking and onboard face tracking is included, where with the HTC, it is a purchased module that isn't even released yet, so we don't even know how much it's going to cost. They both have the Snapdragon processor, but the HTC is using the old one. the Quest Pro uses the Snapdragon XR2 Plus. So it's a faster unit, really. Twice as much hard drive space. The field of view on the HTC is better and noticeably better. When we used it at CES in Vegas, it was noticeably wider. Like, it looked beautiful.
It was good, man.
Right?
I telling you, I came out of CES going, holy crap, this headset is way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Both have built-in ear audio. It's the same with the little hole thing in the strap. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing right now, other than PlayStation that'll have the earbuds that come with it. Battery life is the same. And one thing that I really, really liked is this glasses mode. 273 grams.
So cool. Yeah.
It is so cool to be able to take that battery off the back, have it just as a set of glasses plugged into a cell phone or plugged into a wall outlet to watch movies or do seated gaming it's way more versatile.
That's one thing that absolutely is amazing about the Flow. Like, if you want to take the Vive Flow and you want to use it as a media device, it's exactly what it should be used for. It's a really good media device, and you're going to get that included with this for that price. And the Vive Flow is $500, so you're getting that. You're basically getting a smaller Vive Flow because you can take the battery off, and it's just a pair of glasses. Then and you can use it in a couple of different ways. Todd, we have had a fellow sidekick stop in and say hi, and Elf Forrest Bailey has stopped in and says, "Howdy, fellas." Says, "What up, everybody?" He says, "Howdy, Denise," to Chi-Town D in chat. So what's going on?
Excellent.
So yeah, one of the newest sidekicks.
He is one of the newest sidekicks. Yep.
Yeah, and I think we've been talking. We're gonna try and do a show coming up soon, and we're gonna try and bring on some of the sidekicks. And
we're gonna do like a little side quest sidekick spotlight.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some of these sidekicks on here. Some of these really
introduce
cool.
You guys to everybody.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. And I think we'll have Elf Forrest be one of those guys. Elf Forrest is cool. I don't know if you've seen his channel. Todd, have you seen some of the videos he does? Like, there's so many content creators out there. They're so different than like what I would ever do. But like he was playing I saw him playing like Zelda, and he was dressed up like Link. He had the whole outfit on. Like,
you should see his War of Wizards outfit.
Yeah, that was one.
He looks like Gandalf. Yeah,
I saw that one too. He dressed up like Gandalf on stream and played. I mean, he puts a lot into these. So go check out his channel if you guys would, fellow sidekick, and hopefully we'll see him soon when we do that sidekick episode. That'll be fun.
Sure.
All right, Todd. Let's move on from the Quest Pro. Unless you had anything. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about with these? The controllers are a big difference too, by the way. The controllers on the Vive XR Elite are Vive Focus controllers, which are not my favorite controllers. They're adequate, but they are not. They are not Quest Pro controllers. Quest Pro controllers are elite, premium controllers, and that is another piece that's way better with the Quest Pro.
Yeah, that's true. The controllers are better
at this price, Todd. It's difficult to which one I would go with.
I know, right? Now that they've dropped the price, it's like, holy crap.
I want
a bunch of people on Twitter that had taken advantage of their Amazon return, returned it for $14.99, rebought it for $1,100, saved themselves $400 and got the same headset.
Like, I want the middle. I want these two headsets to have a baby and make the perfect headset. Make the Quest Pro the size and comfort of the Elite XR.
And maybe that's what the Quest 3 will be, right?
That could be. That very well could be.
We can only hope.
All right, we're getting long in the night, Todd. Let's talk about what else we got to talk about here. Let's talk about Next Fest. We got some cool stuff coming up at Next Fest.
Yeah, let's do that.
So Steam Next Fest is it's an event that they do every year. Actually, they do it a couple of times a year. But the one that they do in February called Next Fest, it's going to run from February 6th through February 13th, I believe. And it has a lot of games. Any Steam game can be in there. There's mainly all flat games. But Todd, there are 17 VR games in there.
I know. I was quite surprised to see, because normally they have like a Next Fest VR.
They do,
right? But June or something, they have a one that's just VR stuff. So to see this many titles in a non-VR just game, I was kind of shocked.
I think I covered this last year. I covered Next Fest last year, and I played.
You did. You played a little bit of all of them, I think.
I did a video where I played like 5 minutes of every game. And there was 21 of them last year. 21 VR games.
That was the VR Next Fest, right? Like the
no, it
demo.
was the whole thing. I just did the whatever VR games were out there.
Oh,
But
okay.
remember, I did. It was oh god, what was it? Garage Picker. What was that one? Oh man, I can't remember the name of the game now. D, do you remember that that farming one I did? It was like Barn Finder. That's what it was.
That's it.
It was Barn
That's
Finder
right.
VR.
That's right.
Holy hell! You want to laugh your ass off? Go watch that video. Go look back and find the Next Fest video with Barn Finder in there. Holy crap!
I've got a treat for you coming up next week on Wednesday. I did Tractor Simulator.
Oh my god! Did you really?
I did.
Was it good?
No.
Thank God. Thank God. Because if you told me it was good, I was gonna have to like, we need to have a divorce.
And I did a review. I talked to Tetian about it because I did it for side quests. I did it for sidekicks. But I said, I've got to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna give these games 5 stars. If they're shitty games, they're shitty games. If they're really shitty games, I'm not even gonna do it. This one was on the cusp. It's bad, but it's hilariously bad. So I had to do a video because I was cracking up the whole time. It's got broken English. The translations are terribly off. The mechanics of the animals in this farm. Oh my god, you guys got to watch it. Next week it drops. It is so funny.
I can't wait. Michelle B is right. If she's talking about me, Barn Finder was actually worse than What the Bat. If that's a possible, if that's even possible, Barn Finder was worse than What the Bat. It was so bad. It was like, I'm like, why is this even a game? Are you kidding me? Like, it was laughably bad. That's how funny it was. There was a couple of games in there that were like that. I mean, there was a couple good games in there. I remember doing like Blockstar was really good. That has actually finally come out. There was like probably 4 or 5 games out of the 21 that were like games I'd want to play again. And I haven't played any of these yet, Todd. We do have access to some of them early. I've seen some emails coming in saying if you want to do them early, you can. But I'll probably wait and I'll just check them out in the 6th with everybody else. First one being this Alpha Terminus. Did you look at this one at all?
Yeah, I think I saw that one. Let me pull up the pages to refresh myself.
I'm looking at the video right now. It looks like a mech. It looks like a mech game, but on rails.
It's a rail shooter.
Yeah,
mech rail shooter basically. But
remember, it looks well done.
DMs, so these are some of them anyway are beautiful. Like this one was really good.
This is one of those that looks freaking amazing, man. It looks like you're going through like a Death Star, like kind of a thing. You're going through like a space type ship. And it looks like you're in like a mech or like some kind of like, ship that's kind of like flying slowly or something. So it is a rail shooter, but it looks really cool. Like I can't wait to check this one out.
Yeah,
this is the first one on the list. I'm like, holy crap, this looks 10 times better than anything I played on last year's Next Fest.
Yeah, right.
Antone Jones says, so Eric, Returnal VR on PSVR 2, was it third or first person? And I cannot say that. I probably wasn't even supposed to say that this. I know I probably wasn't even supposed to say that this person that I know tested early on, tested a PlayStation VR 2 early model, and the experience that they tested was Returnal on the PlayStation VR 2. Now, they would not say, they did tell me that it was definitely not a finished game, and it was not a game that they said they were going to make in any way. It could have been just a test to show people that it was possible.
Tech demo, yeah.
This was very early on. This was one of the first PlayStation 2 VRs, PlayStation VR 2 headsets that had come out that people were able to do some stuff on. So it makes sense that they're going to do this now, right? That's the only thing. But I really, Antone Jones, I would love to tell you. I just can't. I can't. I probably shouldn't even have said that much, but I can't help myself. I'm so excited for it.
Don't tell Eric secrets.
Yeah, don't tell me secrets. I have so many NDAs that you have no idea. It kills me, man. Like I have to sign these NDAs. I'm like, are you sure I need to sign this NDA? I just want to show people. But yeah, no, I can't say. But yeah, Alpha Terminus looks pretty good, Todd. Let's take a look at a couple more. I'm not going to do every one here. But,
Band Space does look good. It's worth mentioning. I know it's only I think second on the list, but it's like GarageBand or you play the drums, you play the guitar,
like Rock Band.
It's like Rock Band, sorry. Yeah.
Let's look at this. We didn't figure we wanted to run trailers, guys, because we just didn't. There was so many of them. I didn't want to run a trailer on every one of them, but
you guys can have a look
at it. It looks, yeah. I see you have a band. You have a guitar in front of you.
And if you go to like the third
Okay.
screenshot there, like each person's on their own thing, sees their own screen that they have to hit their targets, but you're
Yeah.
playing as a band.
Oh yeah,
Neat.
even the oh my god, did you see a person's playing the piano and they're doing this with their controllers, and I'm like, no. The guitar looks kind of cool.
Guitar looks good. The drums look like they would be. I don't know. It's the first full band game that I've ever seen.
Now I remember when VR first happened, they actually did make Rock Band in VR, and it was terrible. It was a terrible experience. But it was super early on. Yeah, it's been years since they did that.
Yeah. Some of the other good ones, like if you want to see a good racing game that reminds you of something retro, reminds you of something that Grid Legends should be, then Formula Retro Racing World Tour looks like super fun. It looks like a retro. It looks like it should be on the Quest. Really.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Chris 9989 makes a good point. The trailer for that band space, it shows everybody on a Quest 2.
Right. Yep.
But I think right now it's only saying it's for PC VR only. But yeah, I would assume
you can do that with a Quest 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to remember too is even a lot of these developers don't have indexes. You know what I mean? Most of these developers, nobody's coming out and giving them an index, especially a small developer. They have to go out and get their own headsets to work on. So a lot of them can't afford an index. They'll just go out and buy the cheapest headset they can buy, and then they'll plug it into the PC. So even though they're showing a piece, a trailer with a Quest 2, I wouldn't kind of read into that. But it looks like it could be done on a Quest 2, right, Todd?
Yes.
All right.
Especially with the Formula Retro Racing game, it can totally be. It should be ported to the Quest 2. It would be a blast. It looks so much fun. Multiplayer, smash them up, race cars. Very old school. To me, this is what Grid Legends should have looked like.
This kind of looks like Grid Legends. If it was less smooth and more polygony, it pretty much looks like Grid Legends.
Yeah, right. This is just a cleaner version.
Yeah, why can't they make it? Grid Legends wasn't as cartoony as this, but it was just so bad.
Yeah.
See, to me, if they had done that, if Grid Legends was like, we're gonna kind of like go away from it, we're gonna make it cell shaded. Make it cell shaded. You could have done amazing things with cell shading with Grid Legends, and it would have looked amazing, and you still would have had the great gameplay. That would have been better. Barabo says he beta tested Band Space. Barabo, was it any good? If you can tell us. Now, Gazzlers has been talked about for a long time. I've been waiting for this game for a while. This is a shooter. It's like a very cartoony looking, very cell shaded looking shooter. That if I remember correctly, Todd, it had a ton of upgrades for like the weapons you can get. But I think it's like a rail. Again, it's like a rail shooter. You're on a train or something like that, and you're shooting it. It's a wave shooter.
Graphically reminds me of Wolf and Pigs.
Yeah, it does.
It's a rail shooter, but it looks very Wolf and Pigs-ish.
Yeah, there's a couple of these games. Like Gazzlers is a fairly big game. Gazzlers is coming to PSVR and to Oculus. Now I don't know if that means PSVR 2, but I would assume so. Nobody's making anything for PSVR 1 anymore. But Gazzlers is coming to all platforms. But that's a fairly big title. It's been talked about for a while.
Who else is a Gazzler?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, Golf on the Moon. I see some of these are just piquing my interest where I got to look and see if it's a steaming pile of
there's
crap.
a Quest game called I think it's Moon Golf. It's exactly the same. You're just on the moon.
It's just zero G. It's zero G golf, right? So
it's very pretty.
Oh yeah.
Like graphically looks really good, but it's zero gravity golf. I don't know. That doesn't really interest me though. Yeah.
It looks like shitter. No. That's the first one I've seen where I'm like, eh. I mean, again, it looks great, but I mean, it doesn't look like
the next one.
Oh, House Builder VR. Oh, This looks spectacular.
I talked to the patrons about this on the weekend or on Monday, and to me, this looks like Green Hell with no scary things.
I know, right?
You can
it's like building tiny houses.
Yeah, but everything from igloos to lodge houses to you name it.
Oh my God, they're showing him in a Rift S. Talk about not having a headset.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. And an original PlayStation VR headset.
And PSVR 1, yeah.
PSVR, they just showed a Rift S and a PSVR 1 headset. I think
it's got a market. A lot of people like these kind of things.
Yeah, right. I mean, House Builders
beautiful.
Like House Builder games on like PC are popular, right? People like this
big
shit.
time, yeah, like in Roblox and all those kind of games. And if you look at the FreeMind, I think FreeMind is the one that did the what's that house cleaning game?
Really?
The House Flipper. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Where you
House
go in and you
Flipper.
clean a house and then you paint it and flip it for profit.
Oh,
You can
that
play that
sounds
in VR.
extremely
It's made by the
exciting.
same people. Yeah.
Like painting isn't boring enough in real life. I got to do it in a headset. Are you
Oh,
kidding
dude,
me?
it's not just painting. It's
I gotta go
sweeping the
clean that-
floors.
I
You got to
go
get
clean
down
the
on your hands
bathroom?
and knees and scrub the floor, pick up garbage.
Oh, let me
I
pay
played
you
it for
money.
like 20
Let me
minutes.
pay you
I was
money
like,
to
oh
let
my
me play
God.
that.
I don't do this in
Outta
my
here,
own
man.
house.
Holy crap, man. The shit people will buy. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. I want to see a real laugher. I mean, I don't, but I do, right? What's this one? This is Excrement. I mean, Increment. Oh my God, it's What the Bat.
No way. I
It
don't
looks
even see
like
it on
What
the
the
list. Oh,
Bat.
Increment.
It's What the Bat with cranks and instead of bats.
Oh my God, it is.
Oh my God. It is
Oh.
it is Excrement. They shouldn't call it Increment. They should call it Excrement.
And the guy's got a Quest 2 on his head.
This looks like a shitty job simulator.
I'm going to put it in chat. There's a link to it. It does look like a crappy job simulator. It's more job simulator-y than What the Bat.
Oh, like this is like a mousetrap level. You got to like build a perfect mousetrap or something. Oh my God.
I don't know. He's pumping oil rigs in the video part I'm watching. What the hell?
He's like this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, that. Mind you, this is a single developer, one guy. You know, kudos for putting it out there, throwing it on Steam, but it's definitely not going to win an award. Let's say that.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Antone Jones says, Eric, any speaking of NDAs, any secret AAA PSVR 2 games that we're not supposed to know about? Yes, hundreds. Come see me. Bring everybody to our Discord, and I'll tell everybody about it.
Only in the Patreon channel.
Yeah, you got to become a patron. That's all. We only give that information to our
We only
patrons.
give away the secrets to the patrons.
Absolutely. We love our patrons so much.
No
I
more
apologize
Rainbows
to the
coming.
patrons too. I kind of bailed on the patrons this weekend. I apologize.
Right.
Yeah, that game looks like dog shit, Todd.
Which one?
Increment.
Increment does definitely look terrible.
Now this next one is a game that you played on the Quest. No More Rainbows.
I did a review for it for SideQuest.
So can I ask a question then? Why are they? This is a coming soon to Steam. So is it out now on App Lab?
Yes.
Like playable, buyable? No More Rainbows?
Yeah, it's been testable on PSVR for a long time, months.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking at the trailer here. It does look very gorilla taggy. It looks like the movement. Remember what it looks like you have gorilla arms.
Yeah, you're a monster. So we have big hairy arms like a gorilla.
And the movement is exactly that. You have two big arms that you have to pull yourself around with.
The difference and the frustrating part is the movement in Gorilla Tag. You grab the ground and pull with the grip button. At this one, you just have to touch the ground and pull.
Oh, really?
You don't have to put a button. So if you accidentally put your hands down, you touch the ground and your character moves or flips. Or I had a hell of a time in the review that I did. I wasn't
trying to move around.
Yeah, it's just frustrating as hell.
Todd Artful has joined us. What is going on, Artful? Thanks for stopping in the early morning for you. He says, please stop pooping on What the Bat. The kids love it. I know they do. I know. I am sure the kid. I don't know. I put my daughter in this. She wanted no part of it, and she's a big Vacation Sim fan, and she was like, "Dad, this is stupid." I'm like, I know, honey. I'm sorry.
My part isn't that I don't like the game. I don't like that it's VR game of the year and represents VR. That's the part that pisses me off.
Yeah,
it's got a market for sure. There's going to be thousands of people that play this stupid game. I don't like it. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the bad part is it's got a fucking title of game of the year for VR. That's the stupid part. Nothing against the developer.
I'm down. I hate both. I think the game sucks, and I think it's dumb that there was the next game, Todd. I just have to look at it because I want to know. The name of the game is Ornament Express, like ornament, like a Christmas ornament. Express, so like Polar Express, but with Ornament Express.
Kinda.
Ornament.
I don't really understand this one.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link in chat for everybody who can see it. This one is Ornament
It's
Express.
it's by Q2C Studios.
That's correct. Yeah, I don't get this one.
Holy moly.
It's a puzzle game, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, we're
On a
clicking off
train.
of that. I can't click off that fast enough. I can't even.
Yeah,
I can't even shut that trailer off fast enough.
out of my list. The next one here is are you all excited?
Yeah, I saw this one. I saw the name before I clicked on the link to see what it was about, and it says Survivor Man VR: The Descent. Now, Survivor Man, if you guys anybody knows this, like I remember back, like probably like I don't know, 10 years ago, or maybe 5 or 10 years ago, survivalist TV shows were extremely popular. You guys
Oh my
remember
God.
Bear Grylls? And
Yep.
this
He had,
was
like,
one of
4
them.
shows.
Survivor Man, Les Stroud, was a huge guy who went out into the environment, and he actually like would live for a week out in the environment on his own, doing all his own filming. And where Les Stroud was different than all these other guys, you know, Bear Grylls had a film crew. Okay, he never slept
Early on,
outside.
he doesn't do that anymore. Now
Yeah.
there's no crew. He
All
goes
his
by
shit in the
himself.
beginning, like Les Stroud did his own filming. He went
Yeah.
into there out there all by himself, and he did everything on his own. This dude was hardcore. This guy was a true Canadian, right, Todd? He didn't fuck around.
Yeah. This is, we learned this before we're 8. Come on. The fact that you Americans don't know how to do any of this shit blows my mind.
So everybody like has to like go watch in Canada, but like when you're 5, you don't go to school. You go out to the Survivor Man school. And
This is elementary school. This is what we do. We go out into the north, and
but this looks pretty cool, man. If you're
that's why
looking
our
for a
population's so
survival,
low, 'cause a lot of us don't come back.
Yeah, right. It's like a rite of passage. If you come back, you're
right.
allowed to be a Canadian.
It's our own personal purge.
Hope you come back, eh? Oh, this is another one. Cream Digital, Todd. Cream Digital Incorporation. It's pretty cool, man. The trailer looks neat. Looks like a very survival game. Green hell, but this one looks. I only see one environment that they show, which is like polar
Like an airplane
environment
thing.
Yeah. I wonder if they have if it's more than one. If it's limited to just one experience, I don't know. It depends on how much it is, I guess. But
yeah, that's true.
I'm interested in this one at least. Like I said, I'm a big Les Stroud fan. I used to watch Time, man. All right. Like I said, I wasn't gonna, but now I'm just curious. The Aquatic Messenger.
Definitely not your game. This is a game where
This can't be good.
you run around with a microscope and look at bacteria and stuff under the water. It's a microplantology game. Yeah, it's like kayak VR, but worse.
A microplantology game.
It's designed around putting the headset into a classroom. And then having
some people have just lost their minds. Some people are just look, I don't know what some people are like, I need to make a VR game. I just don't know what to make a VR game about. And they just like,
I know, plankton.
They flip through a book and like, boom, this is what we're making a VR game about. What is it? It's about microscopic messenger plankton in micropaleontology. Oh my God, this is a great VR game. We got this.
$1 million maker right there.
Oh my God!
I think
dude.
if they go with the whole put the headset in the school, I think it's gonna be freaking brilliant.
Oh my God, man!
But it's definitely not a. I don't. But how else do you get it out there, right? Unless you put it on Steam, no one's gonna know. It's not for the gamer.
You're wondering why I'm excited about PlayStation VR 2. I mean, we're talking about Gran Turismo 7. Or like Aquatic Messenger, or
man,
golf on the moon.
Putting kids into VR in school in a learning environment is fucking brilliant. Now the kid goes home and says, "Dad, buy me a Quest 3." I have no problems with this. Game looks terrible, but if it serves a purpose, if this was just a game, I'd probably be shitting all over it. But I think its purpose, I think, is well founded. I like it.
Wes says he has 2 great ideas for VR games. He just can't make them, and it's a good thing that he's going to be going to GDC with us, Todd, because that's where all the developers are that he can get with to make his game.
We can definitely introduce him to the right people for that.
Hell yeah, for sure. This next one, it looks like a horror game, Todd. This one actually doesn't look too bad. This is The Events at Unity Farm.
It is a horror game. Yep.
This looks like. I would give it the graphical style of like the Telltale games. Have you ever done those Walking Dead Telltale games? Kind of looks like that. Those are like a point and click game. I don't know if this could be a point and click game almost.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
There's not a lot here to see, but
no, it's a puzzler. It's a horror puzzler. The thing, like their trailer's pretty lackluster at the moment. But
yeah, it looks pretty creepy though.
it does look creepy as hell.
You got some serious looking baddies in the forest here, man.
Yeah.
Something to eat and something over there. Yeah, that's kind of freaky. Canadian Arvel says Canadian School Job Simulator.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is VetVR, Veterinarian Simulator.
Yeah, so this is apparently like real world training for real world scenarios that you would see in a vet that you can play through. Yeah.
You got to clean up dog pee and dog poop?
Quite detailed, actually.
Well, if it's detailed, you got to take out porcupine quills out of your dog's nose.
That's right.
You probably do that all the time in Canada, right?
It's too cold for porcupines. I'm just kidding. We actually have one that lives out in our front yard, so he's on my Ring camera all the time.
Brad Cup says it's a what puzzler? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I'm never playing this, but yeah, I could say if you want to be a vet.
You're doing a review.
I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. All right. I know this segment's getting long, guys, but I can't turn away. This is like an accident when you can't turn away from these things. This next one's called VReken. VREKEN.
VReken? I don't know.
VReken. Is this supposed to be like Tekken in VR? It's a melee fighting game.
It is a melee only fighting game. Yep.
Oh, they're making a play on the game Tekken and making it VR Tekken. VReken. VReken.
It's basically drunken bar fight, but not in the bar.
Yeah, it looks like drunken bar fight. Physics. Oh, did you see that little roundhouse kick the guy just did? That was pretty cool, man.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, you can do
graphically. I think it could be better being a Steam game, but
dude, I'm not laughing at this game anymore.
It looks good.
The physics look cool, man. Did you see that jump kick? I always want to watch that thing again.
He ducked underneath it.
This is coming in February.
Yep.
It looks like Drunken Bar Fight, but like way, way better. I mean, like Drunken Bar Fight looks like shit.
Drunken Bar Fight.
Oh, you see that? He grabs him he grabs him by the back of the head, and he's like slamming him down into the floor,
slamming his face into the.
Oh, he grabs him and he like takes his head and he slams it into a urinal. I'm getting this game, dude. Oh my god, this looks pretty good. This like he's like blocking stuff. He's like, dude, I'm playing this. I'm gonna play this. All right.
Everybody wants us to show the trailer to that one. Let's see if
this is a stupid name, and they need to get rid of the name. But damn, this looks pretty good, Todd. We don't have a lot of these games, man. There's not a lot of like fighting games where it's like a realistic fighting game. Like again, you got Drunken Bar Fight, but that Drunken Bar Fight's stupid. This looks pretty cool, man. The graphics don't look bad. I mean, again, it's Steam, so it should look pretty good. But it's the physics of it that look pretty good.
All right, here you go. Now everybody can see what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, there you go. He's like banging his head off the floor. I love this, man. And then he smashes his head off the urinal. That's fantastic.
Look at this duck.
Look at that roundhouse kick, and he ducks underneath it, and then he freaking comes up and hits him.
Looks well done.
The block is good there. That's super cool, man. Oh, look at that. I want to smash somebody's face off a urinal, man. I want to make somebody eat the urinal mint. That would be amazing if you could smash their face off the urinal and make them eat the urinal mint.
You could grab the mint and stuff it in their face. Yeah.
Oh man, what the VReken? This is
It's an odd name, but it looks like a good game.
It is. I get what they're trying to do. They're making a play on Tekken, and doing like a VR thing, like Crisis V Brigade did, right?
Yeah.
But guys, I mean, that was like 2016 shit we did. We're not doing that. Somebody got to give them the notice that we stopped doing this. VR needs to be in the name cutely type thing. That was
my god.
That was like 4 years ago, guys. We don't do that shit anymore. Even fucking Crisis V Brigade decided we can't do that anymore, and they changed the name of their whole friggin' game.
Look at the next game.
What do I have to? Let's see. Oh my god.
They did it again.
VRNoid or VRNoid.
VRNoid?
It's just then you make people do
It's
this.
Brick Breaker.
Oh my god. Oh, remember that game Noid? It is. This is Noid. This is
like air hockey and Brick Breaker meet.
Yep.
And had a really bad baby. Yeah.
VRNoid. VRNoid. I'm VRNoid that I gotta watch this thing. Thanks, Steve, for the rim shot. Boom, boom.
I'll let everybody else see the VRNoid.
You know who else loves a rim shot?
It's like Arkanoid. Yeah, maybe like Arkanoid, but worse.
Yeah, but stupider. Actually, doesn't look terrible. I shouldn't say
it doesn't look terrible.
We
shouldn't on it, but it doesn't look that bad actually.
But again, it's 2023, guys. You can't be putting the same dog shit out there again. I mean, all right, we're almost to the end. I promise.
Yeah.
Okay, this last one is something I love. This first game. This is a number 2 of a game. You can probably
yes,
this one.
This one I'm looking forward
to. This one too. This is Yupitergrad 2, guys. The Lost Station. I absolutely love Yupitergrad. It's a fantastic game. It looks weird. It looks cell shaded, and it's like what I have like suction cups for hands, or toilet plungers for hands. But this is a grappling.
It plays well.
Yeah, and in the first game, it was basically just like a grappling game, and you have to swing yourself through the environment. But in this second one, Todd, you get guns.
Yeah,
and you can actually shoot stuff now. So you still have to make it through these super dangerous environments, but just using your grappling suction plunger thingies.
Oh, it looks like you had a little jetpackies on their suctions now too.
Oh, to like pull yourself around. Yeah.
And right there, he's got jetpacks. Yeah.
This game is Yupitergrad's a great game. If you guys have never played Yupitergrad, go play Yupitergrad. It's really good. It's on Steam. It's on Quest. I don't know if it's on the original PlayStation. I don't know the answer to that, but it might be. But it's a really good game. Oh, look at that. It's coming to Pico too, Todd.
Oh, is that what it said? I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pico. On there. Meta Quest.
Yeah.
Team VR, Pico. It's coming everywhere. There you go.
And the art style, don't let the art style fool you. It's cool looking in the game. Like that cell shaded graphics it looks awesome in the game.
Works well.
Yeah. Especially as a Quest 2 title. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. All right, that's the last one on my list.
Yeah, me too. Artful, as people have said, the PlayStation VR 2 will be the last VR-only headset from a mass market company. Sony, Meta, etc. will only do AR, VR from now on. I agree. I don't disagree with that. It's the rightful progression of virtual reality. Like I see. To me, I don't know if each can stand alone forever. They need to come together. So to me, to make the next step, VR needs AR and AR needs VR. Once you can combine them well and do them both are going to flourish, because the minute you can flip a switch and be in your own environment and have overlay, and then the minute you can flip that switch again and now you're in another environment completely in a different world somewhere, that is the perfect mix, and that's when VR takes off to the next level. And then when you do it in a size that works, that makes sense, and it's not huge and overweight, that's when things are going to be great. But I absolutely agree with that. The PSVR 2 most likely will be the last non-AR headset. I don't see anybody making another one after this that doesn't have some type of mixed reality in it. Brandon VR says 15,000 views should have advertised the Q2C show on your viral videos. We didn't know that one was going to go viral, to be honest with you.
You'll actually notice that the videos that are dropping all next week and the week after, I do mention our podcast and everyone, because you're right.
Way to go.
We need to start advertising that on our videos.
Yeah, way to go. We love it. Love it.
It's happening.
Yeah, we don't have too many videos that will get 15,000 views in a week. I mean, we've got a few that are up there that's taken, some months to get there, but Todd had to talk me into doing that video too. I almost didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was so busy after CES that I had this footage, and Todd's like, you got to get this thing out. And I'm like, Todd, I don't know. We're 10 days after CES now. It's already too late. Everybody has already done their PlayStation, stuff. He's like, just do it, man. It's quick. He's like, just take a few minutes and do it. And I put it together, and I did a good voiceover for it. And I thought, I'm like, all right, it'll get a few views. And that thing was crazy, man.
Blew up.
It's still getting over 1,000 views a day.
Yeah. Even some comments that the thumbnail was just kind of thrown
You did
together.
a fantastic job in a thumbnail.
I didn't think it was going to be that good, but
yeah, that was trash. But I didn't want to tell you that it was good. No, I'm just kidding. That was fun though. Let's give away another game, Todd, and then we'll start to make our eggs.
All right, we're gonna give away a key to Olly Power Play.
What is this game now? Tell me again. What is this? It's a deer.
Look it up while I'm doing this wheel.
Is it on Steam?
No, this is a quest game.
All right.
I think Olly's actually in chat.
Really?
Power Play, maybe. They do sometimes show up.
Olly?
They're on our Facebook group as well.
Is it OLLIE?
OLLY.
OLLY. All right, guys. Olly Power Play. Todd did a video on this.
No, I did not.
You didn't? I thought you did. You said.
No, I was going to, but I haven't done one.
Okay. Olly Power Play VR.
It's a kid's game. You know, like a carnival kind of thing.
All right, I'm watching a video.
You're gonna do a review on it.
I could.
Okay.
I don't mind the graphics right off the bat. I'm looking at the graphics. I'm like, this looks pretty good. This looks better than most. Is this just trailer or is this in-game footage?
I think it's in-game footage.
If the game
it's very animated, cartoony, but
if the game
very
looks
well done.
It does look like it. Yeah, I see it now. This looks pretty darn good, man. It's
Michelle B says her grandson loves it.
It is cartoony looking, but it's like I don't care if a game is cartoony looking. Make it look good or cartoony. Just like cell shaded. I like cell shaded.
What are the odds, Michelle? Another Michelle wins the game. Michelle Dillon.
Oh my God! Really nice. Her kids might love this game.
Yeah,
Olly
exactly.
Power Play from Michelle Dillon. This looks fun, man. This looks like it's got a whole bunch of party games in here. And you're right. It's got a little deer as like the mascot. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Looks cool. Guys, go check it out. Olly Power Play. Yeah. That looks better than half of the Next Fest games I just looked at.
Yeah, right? Totally. And that Olly character, I don't know, is there like a cartoon?
Maybe is there a tie in there? Olly the adorable little ox. It's an ox, Todd. Is ready to cheer you on in this exciting target-based throwing game. Smash apples, pears, yum berries, and more as you achieve new high scores and personal bests. Bring your A game in this target-based adventure designed to challenge you. How much does it sell for in App Lab? Let me look.
I'll tell you.
So it's an App Lab game. It's got really good ratings. It's got 4.5 stars. Almost 30 reviews. 4.5 stars. Oh my God!
Or something American, maybe.
Okay, I own this game. It says purchased.
See? You probably took the key. We were supposed to do a review for this. You probably took the key and haven't done the review.
Oh my God! Is Olly in the chat? Who is this? Who's the developer? Who's the developer? Developer is Waysun Incorporated. Waysun Incorporated. Interesting. I'll check it out, guys. I will. I'll check this out. 4.5 stars.
Link here for everybody.
It's only got 1-star rating.
They have a very, very active Twitter, a very active Facebook page. Yeah, I don't know. Looks cute.
5 stars. Great game. This game is well made, and the mechanics of the game work amazingly. I love the environment of the game. Also, Olly is fun and interactive. I recommend this game to my friends. 5 stars. Olly rocks. Absolutely love this game. 5 stars. It's a fun game. I don't know. I can't go by reviews, guys. I mean, you just see the reviews for what the bat.
Yeah, exactly.
One guy gave it 5 stars and said, "I love bats. I love bats in VR. Like they're flying everywhere." I'm like, what? What are you talking about? There's no flying bats in What the Bat. You gave it a 5-star review. I can't go by reviews.
Got a gamer tag sighting in chat. Hey GT, how you doing? And he says no D today. Yeah, there's D. She's just off her break.
We can't show her, right? Can we show you to say goodbye to everybody, D, or no? No?
No.
No, I can't show. Oh no, it's up to you. You either go like this or go like this. Is that a yes?
I don't know what this means.
Yes? Now?
We can't hear you.
Yes now? All right, I'm bringing you in. Okay.
Are we closing the show now?
Yes, this is the end of the show.
Well, hi everybody. Bye everybody.
Dia was here. She was here for the first hour of the show. With her schedule now, she can only be here at the beginning of the show because she goes on lunch break and then she has to go back to work because they changed her schedule. But hopefully soon she's going to change again and she'll be able to join us for the whole show again. But she's always still here. She just can't be on camera when she's actually supposed to be working at the same time. So she is still here in chat, but she just can't always be on the camera. So, but soon, hopefully, that'll change when she gets her new schedule. And let's close it here then.
In a couple months.
Yeah, exactly. Let's close it out here. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to remind everybody that you leave a comment in the video after the live stream tonight, and you can win a key to Wandering in Space on Steam and Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder from our good friend Mickey Burr.
Oh, too funny. Mickey Burr.
And we got one more game to give away. I dug through the archives, and we're going to give away a key to Paranormal Detective, the 90s edition.
Nice. Do I need to take you off camera right now, or are you okay for a minute? Okay.
Oh, you're
cool.
good.
GT says, "Hey everyone, who's getting what the bat for PSVR 2?" GT, I cannot believe it. The company has sent me an email, dude. They sent me an email and we're like, "Hey, Q2C VR gamer, we would what the bat the Quest, the 2022 Game of the Year is coming out to PlayStation VR 2. Would you like a key for the game? Please respond and we'll send you a key for the game." And I'm like, no, they're not asking me if I want a key for this game, are they? I'm like, no, please. Todd's getting it.
I am. They sent me the same email. I said, yeah, sure, send it to me if you really want me to look at it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the key we're giving away? The bonus key?
Paranormal Detective 90s.
That's a good one. That's another good. You liked
I loved it.
Yeah. Did you do the 80s one too, or just the 90s?
No, I have the 80s one, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so they have an 80s one too, guys. So Paranormal Detective, it's like a room escape game, kind of thing, right? And they have a 90s version one, which has like a lot of 90s nostalgia, but they have an 80s one, which is definitely more up my alley for an 80s one. I'm an 80s fan. I'm an 80s hairband kind of fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like
I know.
White Snake, White Lion, Great White.
GT says he got the email too, and apparently the game sold very poorly. You think?
Oh, I mean, God. I don't know. It's Game of the Year, dude. Game of the Year. This is the best that VR had to offer in 2022.
If that is the best of VR, it has to
Oh
offer.
my God, Todd, we didn't talk about Windlands. We have it on the freaking thumbnail. We didn't talk about Windlands. We got to take it. Guys, hang on for a minute. Don't anybody go anywhere. We're going to talk about Windlands 2 as soon as this is done.
Yep.
We got so busy.
Paranormal Detective. No, we got deep into that conversation.
You know who loves getting deep?
I might have to watch the show back. It was a good one.
Man, it was. I know.
Uh-oh. Who's it going to be?
Kubo? Tassoff. Congratulations, Tassoff. Way to go. Paranormal Detective. GT says 2022 was a little lame for game releases, and absolutely. I mean, there was some bangers. There definitely was some good games out there to play.
Yeah, there was some good ones.
But man, it just seemed like every 3 were like bad. And then you get one good one every once in a while, or you get like an okay one, and then you get like 3 like, oh my God, what are we playing again? Are we doing this again? And then you get like a good one. It was very like up and down. Yeah, it was a weird year, 2022. 2023, I am very hopeful. I think with PlayStation VR 2, Quest 3, some other headsets that are coming, I think we're going to see a lot more great games coming. But Todd, a great game for the Quest 2 that if it had come out last year, possibly could have been, one of the best games you played last year. Windlands 2. Windlands 2, we covered on Virtual Strangers last night. Myself and Wes and Roots got in the other day and we played Windlands 2. Now Windlands 2 is a game I played on PC 4 years ago, probably, maybe more.
Like a long time ago. Yeah.
Played it again on PlayStation VR 1 probably like 6 months ago. And it was still a good port to PlayStation VR 1, but the move controllers with Windlands was frustrating. With Windlands 2 was frustrating. This game is made for the Quest 2, and it looks amazing. This looks exactly like the PC version of Windlands 2 on the Quest 2. The movement is so fast, it's so good. Draw distances are great with these big vistas. It gets a little cloudy the farther you look out, but they kind of mask it well.
That's smart, right?
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it.
But the movement, you've played Windlands before though, right, Todd?
The Windlands 1, yeah.
The movement is so good, and it's being untethered on the Quest 2, it just gives you so much freedom to play this game. There's so much that you can do, moving around, and this whole thing with the grappling hooks is moving yourself through the environment fast and then shooting at targets. So you have to be constantly moving. It's not like you're on one set path. There are multiple paths that you can take through the environment to get places, and it's almost like a platformer shooter puzzle because you have to figure out how to get yourself through the environments. There's different things that you can find that are hidden throughout the game. There's a lot. And Todd, 4-player co-op. You can play through the whole story 4-player. There's not many games that you can get, especially for the Quest 2, where you can get 4-player on the same team, going up and doing the same thing. And each player that you get in there, it ramps up the difficulty. So if you're by yourself, it's a certain difficulty. You get 2 players in, it ramps up a little bit. You get 3 players in, it ramps a little more, and then you get 4, it gets even harder. So if you get in there with 4 people, you're not just going to automatically dominate because you have 4 people. The difficulty level starts to raise. The controls are spot on, man. You know who's good at this game? Super good at this game is Roots.
West.
Roots is even better.
Really?
He is so fast and so good at swinging through the trees and stuff. He does a phenomenal job at it. But he played it. I think he played it all the way, like start to finish, like 4 or 5 years ago, with like people in the community because they absolutely loved it. And 4 people, it's great. It's a shame it's taken so long to get to the Quest 2, because this is a game that deserved to be on there. I'm glad that everybody is getting a chance to play it now.
Yeah, that's super cool. I have access to it. I just haven't had a chance to get in, but now I want to get into it even more. I couldn't make the PlayStation that you guys were doing to do a recording, so.
Well, here's what we'll do right now. Anybody who wants to get in and play, me and Todd have a key. We'll get the key. We'll all get in and play. 4 people. So community, go buy this game. Go buy Windlands 2 community, and we'll get in and we'll play. We'll do some stuff. So anybody out there who wants to get in, do some 4-player co-op in Windlands and be freaking Spider-Man with a bow, let's go. Let's go. VR Spry Guy says, my brother played with Roots years ago. He couldn't keep up. Yeah, Spry Guy's brother was, oh God, who was it? What was your brother's name? I can't even remember. How do I not remember this? It was something G. Spry Guy, I can't even remember now. But yeah, I remember they played the heck out of this game. Overgees. There it is.
Overgees.
I haven't seen Overgees in like a year, man. I hope he's doing well. He used to hang around quite a bit. Played a lot with him. Played some walkabout with him from time to time. I think remember too. We played a lot of grip with Overgees and Spry Guy. They loved grip. Overgees really loved grip. Artful says Beardlands 2 with Roots.
Yeah, right.
Who doesn't want to play Beardlands with Roots? I want to play that. You know who else wants to play Beardlands with Roots?
My mom!
She loves Roots. Who doesn't?
She does. She loves Roots.
All right, guys. All this goodness has to eventually come to an end. And actually, Sebastian says all this goodness is coming up. We're going to say all this goodness is all over because we're done. We can't go anymore. It's been too long. Dee has to get back to work so she can work for half an hour and then quit. So we appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys very much. This was a fun show to do. It's nice to get back to our normal routine a little bit, talk about some cool topics. We hope you guys had a good time. Come check us out this weekend. We'll probably be streaming. We got our boys tomorrow with Between Realities on Friday. Sunday, come see Virtual Strangers. We're going to have some cool stuff going there. And then we will be back next Wednesday for Virtual Strangers of the Night. And then Thursday, back with us. February, we might have a crew cast coming up. Is GT still in the chat? Well, there might be a crew cast I think crew cast is returning either this Monday or next Monday. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but we might have some crew casts. There's a lot of freaking VR podcast goodness coming your way if you guys want to talk about stuff. And guys, we are less than 3 weeks away from PlayStation VR 2. And if you think you have seen me excited, Wait till that thing gets here and I'm talking about the games and we're playing the games. That's
I
when,
think he's gonna cry on camera. I'm just saying.
I probably will. I'll probably piss myself. I probably completely piss myself.
I hope my work system goes down so I can play that instead. Play PSVR 2 instead.
Oh yes, who doesn't?
Right.
Who wouldn't? Bluefield says miss the crewcast. I do too. I love hanging out with all those guys. I miss Beardo. Having Ben in there and Roots and Wes and Alex and Skiva and GT of course. We'll get.
I even cameoed in
Yes,
there once.
you should
It
do.
was great.
And
It was
that's
super
what
fun.
happens. We got to get you back in there too because not everybody can make it every week anyway. When you get 7 people,
Anytime.
somebody's
If I can
busy.
fill the
so-
hole, I'll fill it.
videotape that, man. Want me to videotape me pissing myself really well? I don't think so. I got to draw the line somewhere. I'm gonna have some kind of privacy. All right, guys, we love you. We appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot for joining us. If you would, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. We had a lot of people here, and if you could also just take a minute right now to give it a thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. I'm sure you're all subscribed to our YouTube channel already, but if you're not, please do so. And if you are, tell somebody else. That's how you spread the word of VR. Get them in here. Have them come and enjoy this with us. Tell somebody else. Get them in here. We'll have a good time with them too. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.